6. Man Toga, SRS runway, auto thrust is blue. 80 knots, thrust set. 5500. 31. Rotate.
Hello, hello. What is up, guys? Welcome back to round 2 of what is this? Round 2 of streaming? Round 2 of streaming today from the V1 HQ. Once again, we are in the freshly updated Sim Update 12. Phoenix Sky Harbor update times 2. I think there was like 2 or maybe even 3 updates since the first release version. You could see right away that they've already fixed the jet bridges, and I have fixed my jet bridge courtesy of Christy. Thank you, Christian Ionscu. Appreciate you, man. Got the jet bridges fixed. No more GSX jet bridges. You can see the Southwest logos are all removed here, so I've excluded them. I've got the regular jet bridges on. We fixed that. This has been updated. I updated my LAX. That needed an update. I updated everything else, ready to go. We turned on the realistic turbulence setting as well, so we're going to test that out. And yes, indeed, we're operating with vAAL today for a second stream coming at you. Let's see, where is the VAMSys? Boom, there it is. Here we go. Phoenix Sky Harbor, Los Angeles. We're going to fly over there. We're going to rescue Mike P, Callie Simmer, all my California fanboys out there. That sounds weird, fanboys. All my California fans. Didn't mean to make that sound derogatory at all. It just came out wrong. All my fans are out there in Cali. We're going to fly out there. We're going to do a rescue flight. We're going to pick you up, bring it back to Phoenix, where it's probably still going to rain because it is what it is. So here we go. We're going to start flight. vAAL, we've got some SOPs to try to follow. We're going to do things the American way here on the American Virtual Airlines. You can see here at the OFP, I've already got downloaded. Let's take a quick look at the map. Ooh, busy skies. We've got quite a few people out there. A couple of people in LA. We got ourselves here in Phoenix. A couple more flying around. So vAAL is fully up and running. Looks like our sky chefs have just showed up at the aircraft. Beautiful. We're going to get catered, and we're going to see what the Sim Update 12 is all about. Fanboys. Sorry, Mike P. I don't know why that came out the way it did. It just came out that way. Sorry, man. J-Dub, good to see you, my friend. Been a while. Hope you are well, J-Dub. Honestly, you're asking if this scenery is a must-have. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't know what must-have. Must-have is something that is like, it's hard for me to say if it's a must-have for you. My perspective on this Phoenix scenery, I have been wanting a Phoenix scenery for a very long time. This is not just another airport that, yeah, we might fly into a couple times. Uh-oh. God bless you, Callie Simmer. I'm going to get to that here in just a second. You bring up a great point. Thank you for the $5 bank angle check, Callie Simmer. I'm going to hit on that again here real quick. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. But what I was saying about the airport here, to me, I've been wanting Phoenix for a long time, and this has scratched the itch. I'm very happy with it. Is it the best Phoenix Sky Harbor rendition I've ever seen? Probably not, but is it really, really good? I think so. The little bug fixes that have already happened are really welcome. They got rid of the jetway, the Southwest on the jetways and stuff. The new terminal is there. It's nice FPS, good texturing. I'm happy with it, and I personally would recommend it. I'm not sponsored. I pay with it for my own money, but if you want a Phoenix, I promise you, you won't be disappointed with this one. Now, if you really are on the fence and don't really care, you might want to just hang out for Flight Beam, but you might be hanging out for a long time. So that's just my 2 cents on it. However, personally, I really do enjoy this Sky Harbor. I think it's a really nice rendition, and I do get a lot of good use out of it, as we see today. Let me get back up there to Alexis Rastas, member for 23 months, background lurker again, almost 2 years. Thank you so much, Alexi Rastas. I appreciate the support. I know you say that you're a background lurker, but I remember every time you check on, I see that name. So I do appreciate the continued support, even though you are a background lurker. Real quick, before we get the stream started here and we get fired up as we're doing our catering services, Callie Simmer brought up a good point. So it was brought to my attention from a friend, another fellow streamer as well, that there is a gentleman that is in the aviation community, real world aviation, and he's going through a very, very rough time. So a friend of a friend, father of 6, his wife is in medical trouble, and it's just been a real kind of like a snowball effect immediately out of the, not immediately, but a snowball effect has kind of put them in a really bad spot, and I'm going to do what I can to help raise awareness to that. So I do ask, if you were going to, drop a super chat or something to me, if you don't mind, you can always, head over to that link. There is a link there on the pinned message for the Queen family. That would be very much appreciated of that. And of course, if you still want to donate to me, that's fine. But again, like I said, if you are in a spot where you want to give a couple bucks to me, maybe consider dropping it over to the Queen family, because they are definitely a family in need at this point. So I'm trying to do my part and raise awareness for them. But other than that, I think it's time to get this show on the road here. So it looks like catering trucks have finished up. I'm really excited to see the Sim Update 12 situation. So let's get into the airplane. Let's get the Phoenix fired up. We'll start the boarding process. We do have an off block time of 45. Now, I promised Pede Monitor that I would get off on time. We've been late every single stream. So I'm going to do my best to actually get off here, off blocks at 45. So we're going to power up the airplane. We're going to let it come to life. And we've already got a clearance or PDC from Phoenix Tower. They hopped on. That's awesome. Good to go. Big Daddy's in the chat. What's up? Yeah, good to see you again, Big Daddy. J-Dub, yeah. I mean, I love it. I like this airport. And I did some drone stuff at night. I haven't checked at night. Does anybody know if the Sky Bridge or Sky Train lighting was tweaked at all in some Update 12? That's one thing I haven't checked. I'm not going to mess with it now because we're real-time, real weather for vAAL. But if anybody here is in chat has already tested it, let me know in the chat if you've tested the nighttime lighting, because there was a bug at night when you had the SkyTrain lit up with that nice green. From a distance, it would kind of flicker and look a little bit weird. I don't know if that's something that can be fixed, but there you go, J-Dub, and you can actually taxi under that bridge. So I like this. I really do like this scenery. I think they did a good job, and I'm really enjoying it. Phase 1 says it is a little bit better. Awesome. Good to hear it. Supposedly turbulence isn't whack anymore. Jeff L., I turned on my new turbulence setting as well. So hopefully, or the realistic turbulence as well. So hopefully that is indeed we'll see some of that today. So let's go up the overhead here. That's good. That's good. CVR test. Boom. We're going to go Captain PERS, switch to Captain. Now, actually, vAAL ops, Speed Monitor, even if you're around, Captain PERS is going to stay in the Captain PERS position. So we're going to SOP that to vAAL operations. That's what I observed the other day there. So TTO is 8. We're doing things a little bit different. We're going to keep the strobe off, nav on, off, auto, arm. That's in auto. Everything else looks good there. Fuel tank pumps are off. Let's do a fire test. Number 2. Mike P says $50 sent to the Queen's family. Mike P, that's very generous of you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. Thank you. And going up the right-hand side, we'll put this into the aft position. Beautiful. That looks done. We'll come down here. Let's do a quick initialization. Atsu AOC. And vAAL should have the... it should have our gate arrivals now too, so that'll be sweet. We should hopefully we'll see that. Let's go weather request METAR for Fenix, but I do believe it went live for gate assignment, so we'll send that off. Let's do this here, and while we're waiting, we'll do a double check down here. We'll make sure we have our that's not what I was looking for. What am I looking for? Engine page. There it is. We've got oil. Pressurization is in auto. Got crew oxygen. Awesome. Everything else looks good there. Now let's come down here. The plane is a bit too quiet. Really? Shouldn't be. Oh, the plane is not on. Sorry, guys. Plane should be on now. You should have plenty of noise. That's why it was a bit too quiet. All right, we're operating American AAL 1330, alternate of Ontario, cost index of, I should look it up in the paperwork for vAAL 35, something like that, somewhere around there, sure. We filed 360, which is a 360, we'll put 360 in here. I'm sure one of you vAALers will let me know what the proper cost index. 250, real fake streamer, 250-hour streamer. I know that was a total whoops. Right now, the ATIS for Sky Harbor, according to VATSIM. Let's see. Let me see. I want to see what these look like here. We'll go received weather data, and I'm going to look at my VATSIM ATIS as well. 310 at 12. Oh, it's exactly the same. Awesome. So it's matching that. That's information Lima, and they are departing. Simultaneous approaches in use 26. What are they departing here? Departing 25 right. All right, cool. 27. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Andy. I'll load that back up there. 27 is cost index done. All right, 25 right for departure. We'll expect that. Come down here, 25 right, and we are filed on the Keynes 2. That's going to be a nice right-hand turnout, I believe. Oh, I skipped it. Where'd you go? There you are. Keynes 2 departure, Mezzi transition. And we'll insert that, and I think we're going to need to start boarding here pretty soon. Let's get LA in there. LAX arrival. We're coming down the Hollywood off of Eastwood. 25s are in use, so plan 25 left. 25 left on the Hollywood. I feel like I do this approach all the time in real life. I'm doing a lot of LA. Hollywood, Eastwood transition. Insert that. Dunzo. Beautiful. Secondary, quick init here. We'll do Phoenix to Phoenix, and we'll check our failures, make sure our failures are at normal as well. Phoenix, secondary arrival. If we have to come back around, I'm coming to the long runway of 26. I want my secondary perf is all I care about on this because it's an emergency return scenario. I don't want to look up the barrel ref, so we'll put 200 in there. We'll zero the winds out. Temperature off the ECAM is 18, and the barrel ref I said was Magic B key 2983, lower pressure, much lower. It was like, what was it, 304 something up on the northeast, 2983 down here in Phoenix Sky Harbor, America's friendliest airport. Rad nav, we will hard tune the PXR VOR. That's for some single engine operations that hopefully we don't have to deal with. We'll put Phoenix in the perf page, I'm sorry, in the prog page, perf, and knit B, we'll leave that right there. Fuel on board, we need 11, we got 11. 11.0 is going to go right here, and we did check it. It is balanced, except it should be in the tip tanks, but that's because of the insta fuel load, so not a big deal. We'll get our fuel tank pumps on the line now, seatbelt sign on, and let's begin the boarding process. You're showing 240.17 for LAX. All right, Mike P. Good deal. Let's go ahead and request the boarding procedure. And here we go. I've updated GSX as well, so there was a big update for GSX. Brent, it does not require an update from what I've been told. So everything should be good to go on the Phoenix end. We're going to find out firsthand for you, though. So let's get constraint mode on. And our clearance, he gave us a top altitude of climb and maintain 8,000. We'll set 8,000 right here. Oops, that's 9er, 8,000. Hopefully we'll get a nice taxi out under the bridge. I'd like to do that. We got a squawk code of 4114, 4114. And I'm just going to squawk mode Charlie. I'm going to put it on. I think that's a bug for Phoenix. So we're going to squawk mode Charlie on there. I'll leave that in standby until we get out of there. All right, so that's on 120.9. Yes, I want to board both of pilots and everybody else. BMWorld is the developer. BMWorld and AmSim makes the airport scenery. If you want to check it out, exclamation point KPHX as soon as Nightbot is here. Nightbot is at the channel. So as soon as exclamation point KPHX, it should bring you to the link to pick up the scenery if you want to. I will set up the rest of the airplane, and we'll kind of look around while we wait for everything to board up. Let me just make sure everything else is done. We're still waiting for the initialization to finish. We could put our zero fuel weights in there, though. We'll go to weight balance, so the mass balance, weight balance. We have 123.4 and 30.6, so 123.4, 30.6. That's going to go there. It's going to calculate our fuel. What do we got for extra? It's not going to do it because we still haven't aligned yet, right? All right, cool. All right, so we're pretty much there. They're going to start boarding. We're going to get some other stuff happening. Hopefully we'll get some bag. Oh, isn't that a sweet view? Look at that view. I'm going to slow the camera way down. I want to get dead center. Something about an Airbus. I don't know why I've got this like itch now, but the head-on view up close, ground level. Let me move the camera up so you can see. Look at the reflection off the window. I mean, doesn't that just look sick? Doesn't that look awesome? Something about a head-on view at the ground level. Looks so cool to me. And you can see the little A320 right here. I love that. I don't know why. I just love that view. Is the alignment on the ADI on the PFD prioritized over all other stuff? Is the alignment of the ADI on the PFD? Malteser, I'm not quite sure if I understand your questions. No. So the alignment, the IRS will align, and there are 3 different IRs. So we have the captain, and we have the first officer, and then we have a backup. And you can run your PFD off of any one of those. So if one were to fail, you can use a switching panel and switch between to keep your attitude indicator. If that's what you're asking. But as far as does it have a special priority? No, it's part of the IR system, and you don't have a control over that from the cockpit point of view. It's all going to be within the software code. Jeremy says, I've seen commercials that use the head-on view for commercials. I know, it looks good, doesn't it? Taxi marking and the reflection. I know, look at that. It's just so cool. All right, let's back out a little bit. I won't get too far from the airplane because we don't want it to drop everything and stop loading. But we got another, looks like a 321 Neo over there for American joining. How far can you get before it freaks out? I don't want to get too far. But this, I mean, I like this scenery. I mean, I'm going to try to zoom in. You got Sky Harbor you got Phoenix in the background. Terminals look really good. I'm just going to try to do a slow pan here so you can kind of get a good look. Tower looks really nice. The tower is modeled as well. You can go up inside of it and you can see some screens. The parking garage over here, awesome. Spent a lot of time on the roof of this parking garage. We went there on our last Fenix stream. And then my favorite is the SkyTrain. And it's really well done. You can taxi over the bridges. The bridges are perfect. You can go right over the bridges underneath the SkyTrain. Maybe, just maybe, they'll give us a, well, I don't think he's going to tax us out that way. It's probably going to be Charlie across midfield to go to 2.5s. But, I mean, I don't know. I talked to guys like Christy Ionscu, and he's like, man, I'm waiting for Flight Beam. I don't want to wait for, I'm not going to buy this airport. It sucks. And I'm like, well, to each their own, man. But I personally, since I've been waiting for a Sky Harbor for so long, this has definitely scratched the itch for me. The weather does look interesting indeed. Ali Sammy, welcome to Private Pilot. Welcome back. Glad to have you on board, Ali Sammy, appreciate you. Is there a sound effect for mid-span shrouds in the Fenix? Mid-span shrouds, I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. Failures back to realistic. Oh yeah, chaos. We would have some chaos if we didn't do that. There we go. We got an hour and 15 minutes extra gas. Let's come over here and do, we'll accept this load sheet. How we doing on time? We're 18, we're looking good. All right, so I want to go here, config, failures. Nope, that's manual failures. Random failures are realistic, and we'll do all. We'll store as default. So realistic, just in case we feel spicy, but we turned it off a high mode. All right, that looks good. We'll go back to the flight plan page over here. Our cockpit configuration is pretty much completed. We'll turn up the interval lighting here, get a little extra juice. We'll put that up. And let's take a look at our flight plan real quick, make sure we're not missing anything. So let's pull up our vAAL. And I believe vAAL was almost to their 900th member. So if you are interested in flying for a virtual airline, giving yourself some purpose of flying, this is definitely something you want to check out. So you can see here our flight, we're in the pre-flight phase already. 107 Uniform Sierra, this is an old US Airbird. Let's look at our booking. So we're going Phoenix to LA. This one isn't really correct. This route's not correct. We have our correct sim brief route that was automatically dispatched. You can see this schedule is the modern mainline from February 20th, 2023. So this is a real world flight and route for American. And if we look at our OFP here, you can see we've got our whole flight plan. I was trying to see if we had a CI. I know it's in here somewhere. On-time analytics. See our release fuel 11. En route burn to LA. We're planning on burning 6,000 pounds. So we should be landing with 4.4. That is close to our min dispatch fuel for a 320, isn't it? I think it's like 4.6. No, it's 5. 5.5. So we're actually below min dispatch fuel. They're not giving us a whole lot of gas on this one. Not giving us a whole lot of gas on this one. My first officer is R. Torres. There's our METAR. Let's look at the METAR for LA. So, I'm sorry, the TAF for LA is 21. It's so about 12 at 20Z. So right now, 240 at 15, gust 2 files, 4 miles, rain showers, mist, broken at 3,500. Looks like it's going to be that way for the pretty much the duration of our flight today. Here we go. Planet cost index, 2 options available. Pilots may select specific cost index from the list, or they may select auto. I was trying to see if we selected one. I don't see anything. Auto cost indexes. Someone set up to the top right. Hold on, I just want to see what else is in here. I mean, if you want to fly for American Airlines, this is about as close as you're going to get. Let me go all the way to the top. Fuel burn. I don't know why I have no idea where the cost index is on this one. I must be drawing a blank. Route 0, food fuel. Burn plan arrival. It should be right here. Release fuel 11. Min takeoff fuel 10.5. So they're not giving us a whole lot of gas. We're going to have to single engine taxi because 10.5, 500 pounds, that's not a lot. Unless this is it. 21? Yeah, this is the AAL sim brief. So this is straight out of plan arrival, average wind, ground. Cost index 27. There it is. Right there. Cost index of 27 for this flight. That's what I was looking for. We'll put it back on the map page. We'll get rid of this for now. But if you're wondering where I get my information from, that's where I'm picking it out of. How are we doing on passengers? Let's go back to the emit. We do have 27, so Andy was right. Thank you. 85 of 117, so we're looking good. We'll stand by on the APU start. We've got to save some gas on this one. Yeah, Tony John says standard CI for vAAL is 27 in the Airbus. There we go. Flight Sim Guy says, cool, I'm getting light turbulence flying through a little jet streak between LA and Phoenix. Nice. I'm curious to see what this new turbulence is all about, so we're going to experience that together. Zach Winnick, thank you for your continued support. 4 months as a commercial pilot, man. Thank you. Yeah, 27 default.
Bank angle. Bank angle.
Thank you for all you're doing for the Queen family and all you do for the sim community. I know he appreciates you and everyone who is willing to help out a fellow airman. You're a grade A guy. Also, sorry for the 5.5. I'll go yell at the dispatcher. Lol.
Wrong side sim, man. Thank you so much for the support, dude. Appreciate that $20 bank angle check right back at you. I'll probably throw that right back into the Queen Family Foundation, man. Appreciate the support. Of course, man. Anything I can do, wrong side, let me know. I'm going to try to help out as best I can. Thank you for getting on that dispatcher too. 5.5. We're a little short. 4.4 with an alternate. Y'all are getting crazy out there. I know gas is expensive, but dang, 4.4. Getting a little spicy. But appreciate the support, wrong side. Hope you're doing well, man.
Bank angle.
Thank you for coming to LAX and rescuing us Carly folks from the rains, mudslides, etc. Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. Lolo, I'll be waiting at the In-N-Out with a double and animal-style fries for your trouble. Lol.
Kelly Simmer, appreciate it. Yes, I cannot wait. Hey, maybe we'll have to, Kelly Simmer, I'm going to request 2-4 right then. If you're going to be hanging out that In-N-Out, I'm going to do 2-4 right so you can show me that double and animal fries, my man. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you, dude. You're awesome. Thanks, bud. We're going to rescue Cali Simmer, Mike P, Phantom 320s out there. Who else is in Cali? Who else we got in chat? It's from Cali. I know there's a lot of Cali fans out here. Cam 321's out there. Flight Dispatch 320 has gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Mr. Flight Dispatch 320. Hey, that's our Speedbird. That's our Speedbird fan of the channel. Flight Dispatch, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the support. Guys, if you pick up a gifted membership from Flight Dispatch, shout them out. Exclamation point welcome in the chat. For your new perks here on the channel, always appreciate the support, Flight Dispatch. You flying with us today? You flying with us over to Cali? I thought I saw a speed bed. I do see a speed bed. There's a speed bed. All right, APU's up and running. Let's go ahead and start the chrono. It's time to get out of here on block time, guys. 25 minutes. We could push at 35. We're 10 prior to that, so we're actually a little bit early. Now I got to get an amendment from dispatch. I need an amendment from dispatch so we can leave 20 early.
Health issues stopped me from being a commercial pilot, but I have learned so much from your streams, and at least I get to do it in the virtual world. Thank you for what you do. Dagwad
087 or Daguado 087. Thank you, man, for that bank angle check. Appreciate you so much. That's a nice, that's a huge $20 bank angle dono, man. Appreciate the support. I'm sorry that health issues stopped you from being commercial, but I am also very thankful that you shared that you have learned, you've continued to learn about aviation from my streams and my content. That makes me feel really good, man. I appreciate that. That's why I do it. And hey, we are absolutely just in an amazing time to be flight simmers, because if you want to fly, if you always wanted to fly commercial, Microsoft Flight Sim, X-Plane 12 with all the current add-ons, it's about as good as it's ever going to be, or I'm sure it'll get better even, but it's as good as it ever has been. And we're just very, very fortunate to be simmers right now because it's just unbelievable at the equipment and tools that we have available to us. So thank you so much for the support, man. Appreciate you. Okie dokie, so we requested that. I don't think they heard me though. Let's departure clear and waiting for other services to complete. Oh, additional services. Dismiss GPU. That's what I need to get rid of. No, I don't want to start before pushback. I need to go over here though, and we need to come up here. We're going to do that. We'll disconnect that. We'll pull the GPU and the chocks from here. I never did load my SimBrief flight plan.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
We got to call tower for push 120.9, so we'll input that. We'll put 20.9 down here. Throw him in the active. Wrong side says no amendment required, only if new ETD exceeds current ETD on release by more than 2 hours. I'll double check, but don't think we need it for early. Excellent, wrong side, appreciate you. LAX said they're tight on gates, no early departures. That about sounds right, dude. I don't know if I told you, 45 minutes the other day. Last week, man, 45 minutes I sat on taxiway Charlie waiting for a gate. 45 minutes, dude. So that's like a legit 45. Not, you might wait 45 and go in at 25 or 30. I sat there 45 minutes before we even rolled in.
2445, welcome to Phoenix, exit left, enable tax parking.
But I don't even think it was for gates, wrong side. It was for crew, ramp crew. Because there were open gates. We're not going to force Toga. Yeah, we're going to force Toga. Force Toga, don't tell Pete monitor, packs on, sync live weather, calculate. 15, 35, 35.
Phoenix Tower, low frontier 175, request pushback on 2
Delta. Emojis for an Airbus. And thanks for all the content. Because of you, I have been loving Airbus, and it's been a motivation for me to become an Airbus pilot too. I just passed 100 hours flying time too.
Nice. Ali, Sammy, thank you so much for the $2 banking check. Appreciate it. Very kind of you. I'm glad you're enjoying the content, and I'm pushing the motivation for you to become an Airbus pilot. That's absolutely awesome, man. Thank you so much for the support. Crank mode, we'll talk about it here in just a second. Basically, it will motor the engines, but no fuel and ignition. So basically, to dry crank the engine after a hot start or something like that. So we need to push Bravo 8, and I'll expand more on that here in just a second, Ali. Let me call the tower. Tower, good afternoon, American 1330, Bravo 8, ready to push.
American 1330, Phoenix staff, push the discretion, ramp uncontrolled.
Release parking.
All right, this guy's going to keep yelling at me. I don't want to push into this guy. I have a feeling I might. Man, it's hot out there. Brakes released.
Commencing push.
Clear to push.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Turn the airplane down. Forgot the beacon light. We got our 3 minutes. APU bleed is on. Forgot to do our before start checklist. We're already failing. Before start checklist, windows, doors, and slides, close and arm, beacon on, thrust levers idle, parking brake is off. Before start checklist is complete, and here we go. We are finally getting out of here. Yeah, VATSIM is just so loud. I don't know why, man. I have vPilot literally at 1 volume. Imagine if vAAL had FOQA. They could see that you forced Toga, I know. No flexing over here. That is for European pilots. That's right, Chaos. What's my opinion on the 1,500-hour rule? Oh, boy. I hope talk about opening a can of worms. But as far as the flight dispatcher sim crashed, dude, sorry, man. That sucks. I was hoping we were going to have a speed bid. Oh, yeah, our speed bid was over here. No speed bid today. What was I going to do? I was going to do something important and I forgot. Oh yeah, but the dry cranking position, we use that mostly after a failed automatic start or a failed start in general, and we need to motor the engine. So you could use it to either cool and or clear any unburnt fuel or anything in the motor. So it will turn the starter, but that's it. You won't get ignition and you won't get fuel flow. You're essentially just running the starter. All right, but we are good to start. Yeah, let's do it. So let's go to ignition and start, not crank only. We got PSI. Let's go ahead and start engine 1. Go into Microsoft Sound Settings, change multiplayer airplane sounds. Maybe I'll have to do that. You can see a little bit of flickering up there.
Unlocking gear.
That's the first flickering I've seen. Paxton High Flex is boring, I agree. Matt Warren, I wanted to fly the 310, but I've already packed up most of my office, so I don't have my yoke or anything else.
Left is clear.
We could fly it with the side
Right
stick.
is clear.
We're going to do a single engine taxi, though, because we got to save some gas. We're 10.5. 10.5? We're at 10.9? Oh, my goodness. I can still see that this is still a bug. We're doing a flaps 1, I believe. Yep. Speedbird is loading back up. Oh, good. That's done. That's done. Yellow electric is on. APU bleed is off. I wanted to change, I remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to change the settings of the cabin. We need to go sim settings. We need to turn the cabin lights off. Airframe, ISIS. No, 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 yes. Cabin lights off. RAs. Those are on. Units. All right. We're all back. We're all back to normalcy now. All right, let's get our taxi diagram up. Just opened up your stream to hear the comment about the fuel. If you did it via GSX, there's a trick to it with the Fenix. We'll send you a DM. Nice, Speed Monitor, thanks. No, I was complaining that that your dispatchers over there, they got me 4.4 destination fuel. We got a min fuel 5.5. So somebody made an oopsie. All right, ground charts, 10.9. But Pete Monitor, you'd be happy to know that we pushed off on time today, so we're keeping your airline on time. Pete Monitor is basically Parker. No, Doug Parker. Who's the new guy now? I think Pete Monitor might fire me if I call him Doug Parker. He doesn't like him. All right, so we're behind that guy, number 2 in the alley with information. Lima. Budgets had to be cut over Doug Parker's DUI litigation costs. All right, it's probably going to be a Charlie Sierra Echo. That's what I'm oh, no, we're going to 25 right. Charlie Romeo, 25 right. What am I thinking? 25 right. Come on, Charlie Romeo, Charlie Romeo, Charlie Romeo. All right, well, I'm going to call for taxi. Phoenix Tower American 1330 with Lima, number 2 in the alley at Bravo 8, ready taxi.
Tower, can you get around the guy in front of you?
Yeah, it's affirmative. We can get around him.
American 1330, pull in front of him, and then runway 25 right taxi, Charlie Romeo Echo.
Charlie Romeo Echo 25 right for American 1330. All right, let's do it.
Phoenix Tower, good afternoon. American 1556 ready for taxi with information Lima.
American 1556, hold position.
Haha. All right, single engine taxi, let's roll.
Frontier flight 1575, the wind 310 at 12, runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
That's all right, clear for takeoff from Frontier 175.
Phoenix Tower, American 413, Juliet 3, cross taxi.
American 413, Phoenix Tower, runway 25 right, taxi Charlie Romeo Echo. You're going to be following in company Airbus 320.
Bronx says, I've done that. I add dispatch, added fuel on light aircraft and didn't notice it. Didn't get my rating fuel up to min. And then I get that call and have to admit my mistake. Yeah, it happens to the best of us, man. No worries.
393, Phoenix Tower.
That's cool, 321 Neo there. Pretty sweet. Somebody levitating over there. All right, let's get on to the center line. We got 10.9 on fuel, so we're looking good. As soon as we make the turn on Romeo, we'll start engine 2. I did turn on the yellow.
I'm not
See,
sure about that.
you'd be hearing the
problem,
PTU running if I didn't turn on the yellow pump.
Just giving you a new squawk. If LA Center gets online, they may have a problem with it, but for now, squawk 0454.
Love it. All right.
Phoenix Tower, Diamond, November 667, Lima at ramp 143, looking for IFR clearance to Boston.
Did you say to Boston?
You're going to be number, let's see, you can follow the company Airbus 320 off your left.
All right, so Romeo, that's Quebec. There used to be some stuff hanging out here on Romeo. So we're going to kind of cut across.
1566 tower.
There used to be, let's see if I can see it out there. Yeah, there's one object still in the way there, it looks like. But let's go ahead and start number 2 as soon as we get straight here.
Frontier Flight 175 doing further ATC available, monitoring and accompanying flight.
They cleaned up the stuff? Yeah, everything else is cleaned up except maybe this truck. I don't know, we'll see if we can pass it. Let's go yellow off, APU bleed on. PTU's going to start barking. Hear it? Yep, see that PTU running? Alright, let's see if what's going on here with this thing. Yeah, I guess we'll clear it. Check our bleed pressure. We've got pressure. Go ahead and turn number 2. Oh, look, there goes the SkyTrain. Yes.
Runway 25 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 25 right, good for takeoff.
Look, we're going under the sky. I love it. That's so, I don't know why that's so cool. Now we're over to the southwest side.
Runway 25 right, taxi via Charlie, Romeo, Echo. Charlie, Romeo, Echo,
Phoenix Tower, Speedbird 7 Juliet.
Speedbird 7 Juliet, Phoenix Tower.
Yep, Apollo in real life, it goes right underneath. There it is.
Can I just check if our PDC still active?
Pretty sweet, huh? Oh.
7 Juliet, just
Alright, engine 2 is on. Let's go ahead and reset the chrono.
667 should be updated now.
Engine 2 started, after start checklist, anti-ice is off, your electric pump is off, rudder trim 0. After start checklist is complete. Flight controls, full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, rudder, I'm going to kind of stop, full left, full right, neutral.
669.
We'll continue to taxi up here.
Unfortunately, that is St. John.
Look at that squall line out there.
Roger, I'll try again. 667.
Number 667, just to give you a hint, I'm pretty sure all of the departures out of Phoenix are turboprop / turbojet. I can give you radar vectors, or I can clear radar vectors somewhere, and then that might work.
Roger, that works. 667.
Phoenix Tower, Speedbird 7 Juliet, request to start.
Speedbird 7 Juliet.
Alright, that's going there.
To the alleyway off your left is approved via Delta. Do not block taxi.
Don't need a dome light. Everything is done. We're flaps 1. Let's do a auto brakes, max, takeoff config, checked. On, auto, TARA. Flight attendants prepared for takeoff. Everything is looking good. Let me check I gotta check to see how long we've had this engine running. According to the ACARS. Engine 2 is on at 2039. It's 2041, so that we should have enough time. And I've got 147 right there. So make sure we got to get a warm up there as well.
Keep the code you have for.
That is not the correct right, Mike P.
Anyone else?
Not the correct route.
Just tell them you have problems.
Okay, I appreciate it. I'm gonna put the new route in there.
Car American 608, spot legal 1 for taxi 25. 608, runway 25, right taxi Charlie, Romeo, Echo.
Alright, I got the new route in there, Mike, if you need to check it out. I think we're ready. You guys ready? I'm Phoenix Tower, American 1330, short of 25 right, ready for departure.
1330, 20 seconds for wake turbulence. We can do this runway 25 right, line up and wait.
25 right, line up and wait, American 1330. Alright, line up and wait.
Tower Spirit Wind 52 with Golf. Are we clear to push back?
No.
52, Phoenix Tower. Push start, you know, discretion. Call me short of Sierra.
We'll call you short of Sierra. Spirit Wind 52.
Phoenix Tower, American Airlines 1776, push back.
Did he say American Airlines?
1776.
Did that guy just call up with him, say American
I'll call
Airlines?
back. Push that quick. Quicker 443, sorry about that. Monitor unit come on.
Alright, let's get terrain on. We do have mountainous terrain.
1330, the wind 310 at 12, 25 right, clear for takeoff.
25 right, clear for takeoff, American 1330. Alright, line her up. Let's do this. Are you ready? Let's reset the chrono. And set that. Here we go, spool them up 50. Yoga's in chat. I'll tell you what, let's do it from this view right here. Yoga. Never gets old. Never gets old. Mantoga SRS nav auto thrust is blue.
Looking forward 13, runway 25 right, line away.
Thrust set.
5 right, line up away, American.
100 knots. Check.
American 1776.
V1.
After the company Airbus 20 behind you, pass, you push on the Romeo.
Rotate.
Stop.
Positive rate. You're up. Navin. Goodbye, Sky Harbor. Fly with. Gosh, that's awesome.
1330, contact correction, monitor Unicom will see you.
Over to Unicom. Have a good American 1330. Thanks for the ATC.
Aircraft calling Phoenix Tower for taxi, takeoff and only.
Alright. Climb thrust reduction from window view. Yes. Yes, please. Do you tap the brakes positive rate? No, that's a GA thing. There's snubbers in the nose wheel. And whoever said I forgot the chrono, no I didn't, right there. Proper chrono. Getting ready to intercept, and we'll go out bank angle, check into the left. Oh my. Look at that view. That is exactly what Phoenix looks like. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Guys, that's what... This is real life right now. You're literally looking at real life. Did they update Arizona? Because this looks... This is literally real life. Oh my word. I want to fly, but I also want to look outside. Alright, there's S-speed. We're kind of off with the star, but that's okay. Let's go flap 0. We're about to enter that rain band there. Cruff, I don't know. This is my first flight in Sim Update 12. Everything seems to be doing good so far. Fingers crossed. Let's come back to the right. Okay, I can't. I can't. I don't want to fly. I want to look. Are you serious right now? We have 300 people watching. If you think this is unbelievably amazing, smash down that like button right now. I'm going to see how many of you actually think this is as amazing as I do. This looks... We're about to enter a little squall line here, desert thunderstorm. We got some obscuration over here to the left. Look at this. Are you... That flight deck to Sim fans, he trained right out here in Goodyear. I mean, this is... Look at this, we're about to enter into some rain. Oh, we're going to level here too at 8,000 because I never set the FCO altitude. Wrong side. Smashy smash. This is ridiculous. DeGuado87, welcome to Private Pilot, sir. Thank you so much, man. J-Dub says, amazing. Thank you for the continued support, man. 11 months of support. J-Dub, you're the man. Thank you for the support, dude. I am full Kool-Aid mode right now. Chaos. I mean, I am chugging. I've got like 4 IVs going on right now of Kool-Aid. I've got an IV in each arm and in each femoral artery. All right, let's go ahead and get to our cruise altitude, 360. I wonder if we're going to enter some turbulence here. 36, no ATC, so we'll just pull for open. Let's see if we listen to it. It doesn't rain often in the desert except this year. It's so real my ears are popping. Crazy. Look at that, we've entered the rain. What's the outside air temp? Plus 12. Theoretically, we're okay here as far as, I don't think the weather radar works, right? Nothing on weather radar. 9.7, that's close enough to 10,000. We'll go ahead and go off, off. Oops, never turned on all the proper lights. We'll leave the wing light on until we reach 18,000 for vAAL. And we are in the soup now. Cockpit view breakout mode. Here we go. Let's get ready for it. Clouds look even better than they did before. I don't know how that's possible. Oh my. Oh, there's a stutter from FSUIPC. I need to update that thing. It's the one thing I didn't update. Hopefully that doesn't become an issue. That's an FSUIPC update requirement thing. But that is maximum. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding? Tat and Sat. One is correcting for the compressibility and the friction of the surface, and the other is a static outside air temp. Do breakouts look as good in real life as they do in the sim? Yeah, they actually do, not on the wire. They actually do. If you get one that good. A lot of times when you break out, though, it's... I mean, in most cases, if you're breaking out of something real stratiform, it's not as awesome. But when you break out and then there's multiple cumulus clouds around you, then yeah, it's awesome. Ryan Valdez, I am not sure yet, man. I'm trying. All right, per our SOPs, once we hit 18,000, we'll get our wing light off. It doesn't do much difference there. 16, climbing 360. Let's double check, come down here. Let's go secondary. We'll copy the active. We'll clear out PXR. Progress, we'll put LAX in there. And what's our 37 is optimum, max is 39.8, so plenty of wiggle room. 17.4 as we get ready to hit 18,000. Let's go ahead and do it now. STDs for you, me, and the jump seater. 18,000. We'll go ahead and kill the wing light. Out of here. Jason Monahan, you missed a lot, my friend. You might just need to rewind it about 5 minutes and start from there. The turnout of Fenix, like the ortho down there, I literally thought it was real life. Maybe I'm just not, I guess we haven't taken off 2.5s in a while out of Fenix, and that just looked extra good. Even though there wasn't anything crazy to look at, it's just kind of the South Phoenix area, it looked so real. So real. Swarm. Oh my goodness, Swarm, you're killing me. All I'm seeing is juice. I want to turn it down a little bit. Alright, let's take a quick peek here at our Pegasus, VAMSIS, whatever you want to call it. So everything is doing good here. We'll take a look at our ACARs. We got a good flaps 1 takeoff, gear lever, climbing, everything looked good there. Check out the map. Look at all the vAALs out there today. Oh, check this out. We got a couple more coming behind us. I think this guy's landing Fenix. What's going on in LA? LA to Cabo. Ooh, that's a fun one to be on. Mike, you should have got on this flight here, dude. This thing's going to Cabo. Cool. I love it. vAAL going strong, man. Going strong, vAAL. TNCA, nice. Tampa to DCA. That'll be fun. Cool deal. J-Dub, my man. J-Dub coming in with a $20 super chat. It says, already donated in your honor. So this is for you to buy more Kool-Aid. Keep the streams coming. See y'all later. J-Dub, thank you, man. Very, very kind of you. $20 super chat. Appreciate the donut to the Queen family, his friend, and thank you so much for your support, J-Dub. Appreciate you. I'm going to be needing to buy some more Kool-Aid, that's for sure. I'll probably be turning that super chat into some coffee tomorrow at 3 a.m. when I'm on call. Thank you so much for the support, brother. I appreciate you. Max Rank about to launch his first AA flight, DCA to Charlotte. Awesome, dude. Let me know how it goes. Make sure you post those screenies. Make sure you post those screenies. Mike P coming in with a $10 super chat. I'm sorry, $10 super chat. Oh, he's holding us hostage again. 20 memberships. That's no joke. Mike P slinging it around. I don't know what you're drinking today, Mike P, but I appreciate you. 20 memberships. If we can get the Queen's donation up to $600, I think that is a wonderful goal, Mike P. Guys, if you haven't already, just a quick reminder, I do have it pinned at the top of the chat box. Queen's family, fellow aviation, friend of a friend, going through a really tough time kind of all of a sudden, and father of 6, and if, you know, I've got 2 kids, one more coming in April, that'd be 3, I can't imagine 6. It's just, it hits different when you're a parent, but again, I bring it up because if you are in a position where maybe you want to, you know, super chat me or you know, bank angle check me, consider, instead of giving it to me, handing it over to the Queen family there on the top of the description. And if we hit that 600 mark, you may just pick up a free membership, a gifted membership from Mike P, because he is saying 20 memberships to the channel if you can get the Queen's donation up. The last I checked, I think it was at, let's see, $500. So wow, you guys did a great, man, that's awesome. That feels so good to see that number bumping up from the stream. So I appreciate each and every single one of you that have donated to the Queen's family. And again, if you're in that position, Mike P might be getting ready to give some more subs. Let's put it on Mike P's. Let's put it on Mike P's tab. I like it. We're gonna need to get a Mike P tab emoji, like just a check, a blank check with Mike P's name on it. I saw a little bit of turbulence there, Chaos. I saw that. I don't know if I love how that looked. Oh wow, did they improve the ortho? Is it just me, or does the sim look better? Maybe it's probably just, what do they call that, placebo effect or something? Tony John says, I'll throw in another 10 memberships if we can get up to 600. There you go. That is a $30. That is a 30 membership. Excuse me. That is a 30 membership opportunity for you, the viewers, if we can get that the Queen donation up. That's awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you for the support. Appreciate y'all. DeGuado87 says, I just matched what I bank angle checked you. Awesome, DeGuado87. Sent $20. Wish I could send a lot more. DeGuado87, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Guys, you know, I don't do, you know, I appreciate the support, and I really do. You know, by donating to them, it's essentially donating to me. So I appreciate it. I really do appreciate that, guys. It makes me feel just as good to be able to do good for other people. So you guys are awesome. Thank you, DeGuado. Appreciate it, man. That's $25 for the Queens from yours truly, says Stephen Hayner. Flight Sim and Philanthropy, my favorite combo. Hey, Stephen, you the man. Thank you. Appreciate it, Stephen. Felix, I have it set to realistic. They did update the world content for the USA. Interesting. So I did update that. I went into Content Manager and I updated USA data. So maybe, Chaos, maybe. I think I think your time in the U-Haul cleaned up your vision. Anthony Teal, maybe, man. I don't know. I tell you what, 2 U-Hauls and 30 hours of driving later, I'm about done. If I never rent another U-Haul again, it'll be too soon. Kevin says another 25 to the Queens from me too. Kevin, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Lilo Pilot, I will double check just to make sure you guys, I know I shouldn't do this during the stream and live on VATSIM, but I will show you. It's under accessibility. No, it's under flight model. It's under piloting. Crap. Go back. Assistance. Assistance is probably going to screw up. Turbulence set to realistic. There you go. So you know I'm not lying. You know I'm not lying. Hopefully that doesn't mess up our VAMSys. Let's see. Sim pause, sim unpause. Okay, so it says unpause, so I think we should be good. Yep. We hit 6:05. You guys, all right. Massive. That is absolutely massive. I'm going to give just massive positive rates to you guys and gals. Thank you all so much. That is incredible. We smashed that goal. You guys are, and Mike P and Tony Johns, men of their word, coming in, unbelievable. Hey, you get, honestly, cheers to you guys. Cheers to you guys. I'm at a slight loss of words for that. I mean, that just is the power of this community is a force to be reckoned with. You guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every single one of you who has donated. We smashed that 600 goal. Thank you to each and every single one of you, even if it was $1, 50 cents, whatever it is. Appreciate it. And then, of course, to the men of their words who just dropped in. I'm going to have to pause the alert box for this. This is going to take a minute. We're going to need more viewers so we can get more members in here. We've got Callie Simmer with 10 gifted subs. Tony Johns, 10 gifted subs. Mike P, 20 gifted subs. 30 gifted memberships just for smashing that goal of 600. You guys, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you. Shaq Oatmeal, hats off to 605. That's awesome. You got it, Shaq. You the man, Shaq. Appreciate your support. I hope you're still flying. When's the next, hey Shaq, what's the next, I guess maybe like a stage check? You got a pipeline or you got a timeline for your next goal there in your private? Awesome, man. Jeremy says we have the biggest, softest hearts here in this community, and that's what makes this community great. We're passionate, but there's so much love here. Jeremy, I couldn't agree more, man. The amount of kindness and support throughout this community is fantastic. And here specifically on the V1 channel, you guys, the members here, the Discord, everyone who's in the Discord, my followers, subscribers, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Couldn't agree more with you, Jeremy. Rolf Rudolph with a 20-euro super chat. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I like your live streams with your excellent expertise and your pleasant American slang. Greetings from Munich. Rolf Rudolph, thank you very much Very kind of you for the €20 donation. I appreciate you. Very kind of you. My expertise in pleasant American slang. Hopefully I don't offend anybody with my pleasant American slang. I'm sure it's not pleasant to everybody, but Wolf, I appreciate that support. Thank you very much. Very, very kind of you. Very kind. Chaos, I like your emoji say. Brian Blondin says, this community is freaking awesome. This is so awesome. You guys rock. Couldn't agree more, man. Andy Ivy says, thanks, Mike P, for the gifted membership. Yeah, it's just, you guys are awesome. I mean, the whole chat is freaking great. Unreal. What happens in the Discord stays in the Discord, Team Vodka. Shaq says, we had a near disaster last week, actually, so I've been kind of shook up. We're going to jump back into the plane this week. Shaq Oatmeal. Dude. Well, if you don't want to talk about it on live, no pressure, but hey, if you want to talk about it, man, give me a ring, give me a call. One thing I will say, man, if you have a scenario that can shake you, and it will happen, it's just a matter of time in your career, things happen, get back in the saddle, man. Even if you just go up and do a touch and go with your instructor in the pattern, or a couple of touch and goes, stay in the pattern. Got to get back in the saddle, my friend. Got to get back in the saddle. It's like riding a bike. You fall off the bike, you don't get back on it right away, you're going to have your hesitancies, which could potentially hurt you in the long run. So if you don't want to chat about it here, give me a ring, man. Give me a ring after the stream. Text me, whatever you need, if you want to talk about it. But that's no joke. No joke. I know where you're coming from. All right, we're leveling 360. Seatbelt sign is off. We're getting settled into our cruise altitude. I swear, the World Update Phoenix are like, this is just awesome. We're at 700 now. All the best to Queens. Migs, awesome news, man. Awesome, Migs. How do I know about top of descent? In the Airbus, Gabriel, I answered this in the last stream. Start down when you hit the top of descent arrow in the Airbus, or do a 3-to-1 math calculation for a rough estimate. Take your cruise altitude minus the altitude you want to be at, multiply it by 3. That's the miles you need to start down ahead. Coyote says, Coyote or Coyote? Coyote. He's right about getting back in the saddle. I did that when I had a dead stick landing as a student pilot 30 years ago. Ooh, there you go. No joke right there. No joke. Captain, is it normal that DPEs are as busy as they are? I've been trying to get a check ride going for 2 weeks and still no luck. Kevin, no, it's been a wild time, man. Post-COVID, I think what happened, I'm assuming, are you in the U.S. here? So in the U.S. specifically, during COVID, everything slowed down a little bit. Not everywhere, but there were a lot of areas where flight training specifically slowed down. So after that, all the bans and stuff got lifted and or people started taking it up. There were career changes during COVID. A lot of things shifted after 2020. So now you have this huge influx of whether it be training or people that have been waiting to finish their training, and it's all getting done at the same time, and it's just backlogging a lot of DPEs. So, and actually, even a lot of the DPEs that you use for regular PPL check rides and stuff, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them also do stuff with airlines. And the airlines are also heavily ramping up the training because they let a lot of guys go during COVID, like early retirements and all that. So some of those DPEs are actually, double dipping is kind of a derogatory term, but it's totally legal, whether they're doing check rides on the side and then doing stuff in the training department for a specific airline. So the airlines are keeping them extremely busy, which also limits their availability to do, private pilot check rides and things like that. So it's just kind of this combination of all these factors coming together that's really putting a strain on the system. So it's not normal, but it is the norm right now. You're not the only one, man. Yes, sir, part 61 people. Yeah, so that's why, Kevin. That's why. But don't give up on it. Company message. What do we have here? Company Massage. Atsu AOC received messages. Ooh, okay, here we go. vAAL users, if you want, this is the best part of vAAL. I'm easily pleased. Check out how awesome is this. Gate assignment for flight 1330 arriving Los Angeles is 42 Bravo. Ground power, yes. Ground air, yes. Ops is 2922. Put that in the secondary just in case. 29225. Now, that'd be funny if there was somebody on ops. 29225. Let's put it on 2. Let's just actually listen to 2 just in case someone actually ever talks on the ops freak. Keep APU shut down when able. Provided by vAAL.com. So there you go. I love that feature. I know vSpirit does that as well. I have 3 VAs that I fly in, vAAL, vSpirit, and PVA. I'm telling you, this is the best American virtual airline out there. Love this livery too. Got all the details in here. 107 US, we're level 360, everything is looking good. I want to do an outside view, but at the same time I don't, because I'm just vibing with these wing views. I mean, we'll do a little bit of outside view, but I was just loving those wing views. Oh, look, the contrails look much better. The contrails did not look good earlier on today's stream. They must have tweaked something with clouds. I swear, those contrails that we had earlier into Portland did not look very good. Let's do my new, I like this view here. Little tail view situation going on here. A little tail view. Let me go over here. Let's do this. We won't listen to a lot of music today, but let's just see what we got. What do we got? Shaq O'Meal says, I fly at a 2,350 foot runway. Not too long there. I had a wind shear on takeoff. Best option was to set back down and go along for the ride. Long story short, was a wing away from running onto the highway in front of an 18-wheeler. Holy crap, dude. But yeah, I'll call you. Yeah, Shaq, give me a ring, man. Give me a ring tonight or whenever you want, man. You're not going to bother me. I'm literally home alone crash pad with an air mattress that's got a hole in it. So if I don't answer, I'm probably trying to tape up my air mattress tonight. But yeah, that's wild, dude. Hey, at least you're safe, you're down, everything is good. But that's definitely a scenario, Shaq, where got to get back on the saddle, man. Got to get back on it. I've had my fair share of run-ins with wind shear. So I know where you're coming from. That's no joke. Mr. Martini pinched me 2 streams in 1 day. You bet, man. I am an imposter and clickbaiter. Really? Cool. Let me know how so. Why do some pilots get frustrated when other pilots want to jump seat? I don't really see that a lot. You know, I had one guy get it, not frustrated, but kind of reluctant because I was going to jump seat from New York to Dallas, and it was about a 4.5 hour flight because of the winds, and it's a 737, and he didn't seem enthusiastic about it, but he wasn't upset about it. I don't really find that too frequent. There have been some times in the past, but I would say 98% of the time, guys aren't frustrated about that. 250-hour imposter moment. By the way, you can change volume of the aircraft in Microsoft settings. Cool. I'll mess with that after. I think those settings probably got reset during the update, but I don't want to pause if I can help it, because we're doing vAAL ops and it tracks everything. Why would you have an issue with an extra person in the cockpit? Exactly, Chaos. Not some guys. I mean, maybe if they feel like, oh, they're crowding them, or guys that are, I don't know. I've never been frustrated with having anybody. The only time, this sounds bad, the only time that like I'm kind of not super enthusiastic about having someone in the cockpit is if they don't smell good. It's typically some poor regional guy that's been doing 6 legs a day for 5 days and he's absolutely beat to a pulp and he's commuting home. And I'm like, man, you smell and look like not good. But of course, I'm going to give you a ride home. I'm not going to say no. But Jeremy says, can you talk about how to fly an LS where you have a slight offset? What do I need to keep in mind? Jeremy, that's a pretty common one. We do that a lot. Not a lot, but there are several airports that it happens. Jamaica, we talked about that. Detroit has one. There's a few others. The biggest thing, Jeremy, is you just want to make sure you brief it. Because if you're actually flying that ILS because of the weather, like say you're going to be breaking out at or close to minimums, that is something that you really do want to brief. But it's not as a big deal as one may think, because once you break out at that minimum, you'll see the runway and you'll see your offset, and it's it may sound like a lot, 1.5 degrees or, up 2 degrees, whatever. I think it goes up to 3 degrees. Offset, I think 2.9 is Detroit. If Lauren was here, she'd know. But it's not. It sounds like a lot, but it's really not a big deal. As long as you're expecting it. It's when you glance over it and don't brief it, and then it happens that you're like, oh, you can be kind of caught by surprise. But just visually expect that. So when you're in the soup, visually imagine what it's going to look like when you break out. Where is your nose going to be in relation to the runway? And then when you break out, it's an instinctive correction to get on center line. I think they finally fixed the aggressive weather update while airborne. They mentioned some sort of thing. Yep, I saw that too. Swarm, I don't mind giving you a ride, but just keep your bodily functions to yourself. Yeah. That's the worst, when you have to jump seat. And then I remember I was jump seating on a Legacy American, and I was just a regional guy. They didn't really like us regional guys very much. And I had to use the laugh so bad. And the last thing you want to do is ask them for a lab break before it's like typical lab break time. It is what it is. Gotta do what you gotta do. Another extreme too much Axe body spray. Mike P, yes. That could be, you're absolutely right. Mike, you're absolutely right, man. You can have the opposite true, where you're just immediately nauseated. You gotta put on the O2 mask because of the freaking Axe body spray. Oh, that's funny. AJ says, I don't think anybody over 22 years old wears that stuff. Hey, there's probably quite a few pilots that are under 22 years old right now. I'll tell you what, man, here in the U.S. 21 is probably not that far behind. A couple 20-year-olds probably. Kevin U.S., thank you for the $5 super chat. My friend says, how many legs flight hours are typical per day for a 320 pilot? Oof. Kevin, thank you for the support, man. Appreciate that $5 super chat. That one is so... That one is so hard to answer. It can vary. I'll tell you what I prefer. I complain when I see 3 legs on my schedule in one day. If I see 3 legs, I'm not happy about it. 2 legs, I can do it. I like 1 leg days. 2 leg days, I like. 3? You throw in 3 legs with a plane swap, call me spoiled, but I start complaining. When I flew with the regionals, man, I flew 5-6 legs a day for 5 days in a row, though. So I was used to it. Then I got spoiled by not doing it, and now I'm super spoiled when it comes to legs per day. I would say, though, 3 to 4 is probably your typical. In the U.S., most airlines right about that 3 to 4. VDIC, almost 5 years, man. Jeremy says, remember when you were a regional pilot and you ripped the paper out of the printer and you couldn't even hand the pilots your printouts? Yes. That was when it was up on the 7.3 when I just kept jamming up the printer for them. Yeah. A 7.3 printer, man, I still don't understand. I don't understand why you need a full-size printer in a 737. The Cockpit's had enough. Jay says, I'm on a 4-leg guy. One a day is enough. I'm right there with you, Jay. Did you have to walk uphill both ways in the snow as well? Yes, I did, Steven. My very first flight, going into DCA, or no, leaving DC, I had to commute in on a Dash Trash Piedmont turbo prop thing, cute, whatever the hell they were, the little ones, little Dash Trashes, not the 800, not the Dash 8, like Dash 4 maybe. Commute into DC, frickin' blizzarding snowstorm, carrying my bag and my flight kit, which weighs 80-something pounds, and you had to get from the Dash Trash terminal to the actual jet side, and the only way to do that was on the bus. But then when you got off the bus, you had to lug your stuff through the snow, and then the escalator the escalator was out of service, so there was a huge line for the elevator. I didn't want to wait in the elevator, so I'm lugging my stuff through the snow to go to the stairwell so I can climb up the stairs with all my stuff, stressing out that the check airman's going to be upset that I'm late, because I was definitely late because Piedmont never ran on time, so I was late getting there anyway. So I'm all stressed out, sweating, full of snow, which then turns to water, snow in my shoes. Yeah, man. Been there, done that. Robert S., 26 months, thank you for the support. 26 months. Goodness. Nice to see you a second live. Hey, Robert S., I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I got to get as much as I can in right now because we'll talk about it here real quick. Once this week is over, let's see, when am I? So Monday is the day that I'm planning to drive my truck and my boat and my office, all that stuff to Georgia. So we've got 5 days left of content, and then I'm going to be entering a dark hole. I'm going to have a third child born and try to find a new office, try to find streaming solutions. I don't know how long it will be, but I will do my best to keep y'all updated and find the best solution for the channel moving forward. So we got to get it on. We got to get all the content out while we can. Ooh, we're entering some turbulence. Let's go inside. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Syrup, what's up? Good to see you. Haven't been to stream in a while. Welcome on board, man. I'm good. Hope you're doing well. Don't trash talk my Dash 8s. Love the baby Dash. It had its place. If I had $1 for every time I thought I was going to die on a Dash trash, I'd probably have $12. How many days is a typical trip for your liking? I like 3-day trips. I think a 3-day trip is perfect. I also like 2-day trips. I love day trips as well if you live close to the airport. 4 days is just long. 4 days is long. I try to stay away from 4 days if I can, but I think a 3-day trip is good. If you can get here's the perfect trip. A 3-day trip that starts late on day one. So maybe like a 6 or 7 o'clock departure time. So you get all day at home, and then you do that evening flight out, one leg. All right, go to LA, wake up in LA, go to the crepe place, get a good breakfast, and then maybe fly LA somewhere, maybe a second leg somewhere, go to sleep, and then day 3, first flight out, 5 a.m. departure, back to base. So you're home at 9 a.m. on day 3. That is the perfect trip right there. That's the perfect trip. Fubar says, V1, when you're in the dark times, do more mini vids from the airport and such for pilot life? Yes, I will. And Fubar, the thing is, so let me tell you, actually, since I have my schedule for next month already, let me show you, or let me tell you. So April 16th, I start my first trip from the new base, and I am literally flying from April 16th to April 30th. I think I have like 3 days off. So I've got a 3-day trip, a day trip, a 2-day trip, a 3-day trip, 2 days off, a 3-day trip, and a day trip. So I will do my best, Fubar. I will do my best. Since you're Italian, how do you feel about pineapple on pizza, and do you have a hard time eating Olive Garden pasta? Yes, on Olive Garden pasta. Do love their breadsticks, though. And believe it or not, pineapple on pizza, I don't hate it. It depends on the scenario. Like, if I'm in the good mood, if I'm in a mood for a Hawaiian pizza, which is rare, but I don't hate it. So, for all the pineapple on pizza haters out there, it has its place. It has its point in time. Favorite overnight? There's a couple nice ones in Cali. Long Beach is pretty good. Orange County is a nice one. What else do I like? Seattle has a really nice. We got a nice overnight. Seattle. I'm trying to think of some other good ones. It's about. I mean, it's really the only ones I really like, honestly. I used to like the New York one downtown, but my sister's moving to South Carolina, so I won't even be able to see her anymore in New York. So. Does a day trip mean a turn? Yes, so out and back. So let's say you're based in Dallas, maybe you'll go to LAX and back, same day. V1 pineapple on pizza does have its place in the garbage. What do I like about Seattle overnight? The coffee machines in the room. Like, you have legit espresso machines in the room. It's legit, man. It's awesome. And, you know, going to around Seattle. Seattle just kind of a neat little city to tinker around in. And mind you, I haven't had a Seattle overnight in a very long time now. The way I have been bidding was to stay mostly day trips. So, but moving bases and everything, it's going to be different. I'll have a different set of trips, really. What other overnights are good? I'm having a hard time thinking of them about now. I honestly don't know. San Juan's pretty cool. What else is good? I don't know. San Diego. Oh yeah, San Diego's good. Doubletree, got the cookie there downtown. There's a sweet little dessert place. I think it's called like something desserts or premium desserts or something like that. It's a really generic name, but best chocolate cake I ever had in my life. I went and got a piece. Couldn't believe how good it was. Went back and got 2 more pieces. Was going to bring one home for the wife. Ate both of them. Not my proudest moment. My fiance likes Seattle so much when we visited, she's been pestering me to find work up there for months now. Nice. Good luck with that one, Steven. How much busier will your new base be compared to even? I'll be about the same, Fubar. I'll be about the same. Oh, we need to start down, though. We are way high. We are way high. We're just here chilling. We got some work to do, y'all. This is a short flight. We're going to stop that. We got to bring up the sounds. We got the speed brake out. We need more drag. We need to get on it here. What's the bottom altitude? Let's do some work. Jeez, you guys are distracting me. Seaview 14. We'll do the bottom at 10 for Seaview, or Seaview, excuse me, 14 for Seaview. 14 is set. We're on the descent. We got the speed brake out. We need to get some weather. Man, we're just going to fly. We're pulling a northwest here. Just going to fly over the airport. Weather request. Man, we were just chilling up there, vibing, talking about overnights. All right, weather request. Receive messages. Man, you guys are supposed to keep on me here. Piedmonter is going to be upset that I'm overspeeding his brand new 320. 220 at 15. Temperature is 16. QNH is 2974. And we're going to do a real-time, fully realistic turnaround with no replay. So we're going to do the turn back to Phoenix. All right, we're back on the path. We can stay with the speed brake. Well, we got to get these Cali boys out of Cali. We got to bring them back to Phoenix, where it's also raining, which is ironic. So maybe we should be going somewhere else. But we're going to do a full-blown, real-time, real turn, which is something we do pretty rare on this channel. So I'm not even going to take a break. I'm just going to show you how we turn the airplane in about 30, 45 minutes. We're on the Hollywood. Let's go ahead and select that one. Bottom altitude, Seaview, the bottom is 14. Actually, we could set 12,000, so let's set 12. 12 is set. No ATC on to worry about. Now we got to select the approach, the ILS. Cali Simmer likes to gamble. Maybe we should go to Las Vegas. Oh, and alerts are muted. Oh, my goodness. I've had the alert box muted because of you, Cali Simmer. Uh-oh, I missed some stuff. I missed this. Oh, shit. C2A, please tell me you're still here. Please tell me you're still here, C2A, because you're dono. I just saw it. My goodness. We're going to land 25 left because we're behind now. Jeez, 304. I got to get to these bank angle checks. I had the alert box muted because of y'all's generosity, and then y'all get mad at me that the alerts are muted. C2A, 15 minutes ago, dropped the $3 bank angle check when I was speaking about my air mattress because I said it has a hole in it. Air mattress with a hole in it was the nickname of this one girl in college. Oh my God. C2A. My man, I'm sorry I missed that bank angle check. God help you, my friend. Cali Simmer also donated a $5 bank angle check. And he said, you know you're addicted to Microsoft Flight Simulator. when you're flying from Phoenix to Vegas on final approach and your son accidentally logs into your Steam account upstairs and disconnects, crashes you when you want to scream and throttle him. Happened to me on Sunday. Callie Simmer, you got to get those parental controls, man. Oh, dude, that's funny. Callie Simmer, appreciate the $5 bank angle check. Hey, maybe you need separate. Well, yeah, why do you log into your Steam account? Oh, boy. That's frustrating. Maybe you had autosave. Who knows? Oh, my word. Look at this view. Thank you so much, Kelly Simmer, for the $5 bank angle check. We're coming in to rescue you, my friend. We're coming in to rescue you. Oh, boy. You guys are too much. Look at this view. I swear, this sim... They must have... Look at the... Are you... This must be... Yeah, family sharing. There you go. There you go, Kelly Simmer. Activate family sharing. Someone needs a streaming checklist. I know. There's professional streamers available elsewhere. We just fly by the seat of our pants here. I also need some water because I'm about to pass out. I'm drinking so much coffee. Man, look at... I swear, the sim looks better in Sim Update 12, does it not? Am I the only one? Talking about food is like being on an XP72 stream. I know. Dude, Robert S. So I was listening to XP talking about food on the drive home. I stopped at Buc-ee's. I was like, first I wasn't going to stop. And then they were having some food discussion. I'm like, oh, I'm getting so hungry. So then I stopped at Buc-ee's and I got like 2 sandwiches and like a chicken salad wrap because I was so hungry after listening to them talking about it all the way home. Stream failures are turned up today. That's right, man. Yeah, this is not a brand new 320. That's right. We're in the old one. We're in 107. Trying to get a vibe for this new turbulence. That's pretty good. Look at the shadowing down there, though. What's going on with ETA? I don't know. What is going on with the ETA? Is it like wigging out? I can see something flickering up there. What's remarkable new in Sim Update 12? I don't know. Weather, I guess? But it looks better. A Migs dropping a $28 super chat. Oh boy. Thank you, man. Monster28 super chat. Appreciate the support, Migs. Says, hey V1, have you ever had any really close calls in the cockpit with weather? Yes. Failures or even pilot deviation? Allegedly. And what's the highest number of legs turnarounds that you've done in one day? 6 or 7, probably at the regional days. I think I did 7, in one day. I think 7's my limit. That was not an Airbus, though. That was in an RJ. As far as the Airbus, I think I've done a 5-leg day in the Airbus. That got pretty tiring. It was actually like Phoenix, SNA, Vegas, like some combination. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was some combination of that. Because I remember doing a turn out of John Wayne, then Vegas, and then back to Phoenix or something like that. But yeah, 5 legs in the Airbus in one day I think is my limit, and then 7 in an RJ. Actually, you know what? It might have been 6 legs in the Airbus now that I think about it. It might have been a 6-leg day. It might have been like John Wayne, Vegas. So let's see. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I think it was 5. Why did I stop using FS Realistic? Because it breaks the sim, in my opinion, and you don't need it unless you're flying a default airplane. I haven't touched FS Realistic in a long time. I find that it can affect the flight model. I don't know. I found no use for it anymore with the airplanes that have good sound sets. If you're flying a default airplane, then I think you'll get a lot of use out of it, or maybe strictly GA stuff. But Phoenix, PMDG, fly-by-wire, you don't need FS Realistic, man. You got all the sounds and everything you need already. But Migs, to go back to your super chat there, if you remember, so there's been a couple. One of my closest scenarios where I actually could have ended my life and my career. Well, I guess that goes hand in hand. If you end your life, your career is obviously over. But I had a very close call back in the freight days, and my FO actually saved my life on that one. Saved our lives. So check that one out in the V1 After Dark podcast section, man. I think that was an older one I did, but I think I actually uploaded some GoPro footage. Maybe not from that specific day, but I found some old turboprop footage on my hard drive. But yeah, there's been a couple, Migs. There's definitely been a couple. If you were at the last podcast, the last live one we did, I talked about a couple of weather scenarios recently that have been a couple of eyebrow-raising moments recently. Why are we getting a TCAS? I don't know. 106 knots on the nose, though. All right, we're going to LS, push buttons on. Manual brakes, full reverse. We're looking good. Wow. You get tired after 2 or 3 legs. Yeah. It happened. EQ says, the Republic, some of our crews do some crazy turns, man. DCA LaGuardia, they just do back and forth all day. Oh, yeah. Been there. Been there, done that, EQ. Been there, done that.
Clear of conflict.
Thank you. Your Congalon got a bit too close, apparently. I know, we got quite a few people flying today. Taking a play out of XP's book. Everyone's calling them out. Look at this weather we're about to fly into. My VA had to be scheduled for 2 flights both Saturday and Sunday. Thanks to sim crashes, I wound up doing almost 6 flights in a weekend. I was tired. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Migs, you got to do some podcasting, man. Got to check it out on there. Got to check it out indeed. All right, we'll put terrain up because I guess we don't have any weather radar yet. Still on the bottom of the speed scale there. All right, here comes 18th thou. What was our meter? 2974. Let's go ahead and set 2974. Once, twice, and thrice. And for vAAL, we'll go ahead and get the wing light on. Set checklist. Briefing's complete. Approach stable by 1100. ECAM status check. Seatbelts are on. Minimums 304 set and ice 1 and 2. Let's go ahead and turn it on because we're about to enter some clouds. And we're in the icing potential scenario. All right, who wrote down our gate? Did anybody write down our gate? We got to go back to the gate arrival here. 42 Bravo. All right, I'm trying to sit on this wing view here to see this realistic turbulence. So did they dampen it? Is that what they did? Who's in the Neo? Thanks for the TCAS. EQ says, V1 simulation, special thank you for the donation blast. EQ, you are most welcome. And don't thank me. Thank the men and women in the chat that have donated. They are absolutely, EQ, anything we can do to help, you're absolutely most welcome. And we're praying for you and wish you the best. So try to stay positive, man. Jared Newton says, hey Cap, currently taking the 140T boiler from 140-ton boiler from Joburg, South Africa to Perth, Australia in the Antonov. Beast it is, especially taking off at Johannesburg 57 feet. That ought to be a pretty exciting takeoff run there, Jared. That'd be pretty fun. They actually made it more dynamic, I think, but they reduced the range of certain effects, so mountain turbulence no longer affects cruise as much. Interesting, Chaos. All right. What we need to do is find like a level 4 thunderstorm and just fly right through the middle of it then. Is that what you're telling me? All right, 12,000. So we're going to pull an LA here. American 1330. You are cleared ILS 25 left approach. And you're like, what? Yeah. So we're still, how far out are we? 49 miles out. We're cleared approach. So we can set the bottom, which I'll do in this scenario. In real life, GG final approach fix 1900. We'll set 1900 right now, but I won't actually arm the approach until we're closer because we're so far out. But what I will do is I'll turn on the runway turnoff light to kind of remind me that, hey, we already are cleared approach, even though we're so far out. But we don't want to just go into approach mode and join the localizer at 30 plus miles. I'll keep it in nav mode for a little bit, and we'll just keep on coming down. But this is a pretty amazing view. American 1330 requesting deviation of 10 degrees so we can go into the thunderstorm. Yep. Oh, wow. This is just stunning, man. King Jester, welcome. In time for landing? Yes, indeed. We'll do a full-blown GSX deboarding, too. We haven't done that in a long time. So we're going to time ourselves. We're going to see if we can turn in 30 minutes. I wish I had an FO that could, like, just jump on, program the box, do all that stuff. Not going to lie. It's really nice when we're doing a turn, or maybe we're a little bit behind, and you got to be out in 30 minutes. Like, you know, as the FO, I would leave, too, on a turn, but it's kind of like, I don't know, should I ask to leave? Can I leave? Should I do the box first? You know, but as captain, I'm just like, all right, man, I'm going to go get some coffee. You want anything? Just peace out. And let the other guy load the box up. It is nice. Go walk around, stretch your legs, come back. Airplane's all ready to go. Those are the best FOs, man. The guys that take initiative and just like, all right, I'm going to do it all. Even though it's not my leg, even though I'm fully expecting. So, like, typically how we do it, the pilot flying that next leg will most commonly load the box. So let's say that it was my leg, it's going to be my leg to fly back to Phoenix. Even if I get up and walk around, I expect to come back and load the flight plan portion of the box. That's just how it is. But those FOs that are a little extra, just got that little extra, you know, I come back and everything's done. Flight plan's loaded. Everything that I'm supposed to do is loaded. Just, those are the best FOs. It really does make a difference, because then I can spend more time, especially when there's little stupid things that pop up. You know, flight attendant comes up and says, hey, this is broken, and I got to call maintenance. I can really focus on the other aspects of the operation instead of just the airplane. And that really is the biggest difference, you know, between being a captain and a first officer. Is as a captain, you are much more of a big picture manager of the entire operation than just flying the airplane. So when you have that FO, it's a good tip for any of y'all that are coming up, flying, and they're going to be an FO in the future. It really does help out the guy sitting in the left seat when you can handle and do all of the little stuff in the box and really all the flying stuff, because there's so many little gotchas. I had one on MEL2 the other day I should have mentioned. Like, it just, when I can not think about that stuff immediately and just focus on other big picture stuff, it makes a big difference. All right, here's 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and select speed. 240 knots is fine. We'll go ahead and turn on these. We'll activate and confirm the approach phase. What's our outside air temp? +2, so we're definitely in icing range. Honda 3600. We're in the soup now. Slacker. +5 minutes for no FO. I know exactly. Realistic turbine sounds like a great excuse for more hurricane testing. Ooh, MIGs. That's a great point, man. I'm sure there'll be plenty of that to come this summer. Maker's Mark is ready. Oh, teasing. How do I like the new Fenix? I love it, Chris. The new Fenix is great, man. I like it. Can I speak to the plane manager, please? Yeah. ETA on FlyLive is warp speed. That must be something to do with FSUIPC. I don't know what that is about. My ETA, the actual ETA, is 21:47. Time now, 21:40. So 7 minutes to touchdown. 7 minutes to touchdown. I'm trying to see. I just want to see what this turbulence is all about. Azari B, I mean, I haven't noticed anything eye-opening. But then again, I didn't think the other turbulence was bad. I haven't set it to realistic, Ricardo. Maybe Swarm says maybe they're hoping to do the walk around next time. Swarm, hey, 72 degrees, no rain. I'll do the walk around. Flying with Mike, good to see you. How's your flight going? I've got a few minutes to watch from the airport. Work at hand. I saw the overflight of TOD. Nice. Flying with Mike, welcome, dude. We're about 6 minutes now from touchdown. Flight is going well. We're on time. We're tracking on schedule. We're setting up for the approach. I can see that I didn't put the proper transition. Unless these guys are going 2-4. We should probably make a radio call. LA traffic, American 1330. We're 11 miles from Honda, setting up for the ILS 25 left, LA traffic.
Traffic, American 413 is 27 miles from the field, crossing Mueller, setting up for ILS 25 left.
So he's about 5 miles behind us, so that's got to be this guy. This is Sim Update 12. Sim Update 12. Updated GSX Pro. We're going to see that when we get on the ground as well. Is there chaos? I don't know if you're here or not. If I use GSX, will it load the Fenix for me? Or do I still have to do the load instantly and then do boarding? Because I remember you saying the fly-by-wire has it fully incorporated now, right? And that's a dev thing, so I wonder... It'd be nice. This is very stable for what I'm seeing out the window. Almost zero fluctuation here. Not sure how much I believe that, but it is possible. Just because you're entering clouds doesn't mean it will always be bumpy. That is for sure. I have to load Fenix separately still. Okay. Oh, see that stutter? That's FSUI PC7 then doing the pump thing. I never updated that. Good day, Captain. Greeting from Italy. After done the flight, could you show me the sensitivity used for side stick and thrust levers? Thanks a lot in advance. Francisco, yes, I just looked before the stream. I'm pretty sure I'm linear, but I will double check. I think I have linear set on my curves, sensitivities. For my rudder pedals, I have 65 set on the whatever that setting is on the bottom.
15 miles final runway.
Effectivity, I think it's called. I have that set at 65 for the rudders. I just tuned it down because I was still doing S-turns. Wow, look at this breakout down here. Oh, this is nice. Linear. Reactivity? Yeah, reactivity. Thank you, Randy. I have my rudder reactivity set to 65. What is the FSUI PC pump thing? I don't know. Someone was saying in the Discord, you got to update FSUI PC and add a line of code to say pumps 0 or something. That's what I heard. It hasn't been terrible stutters for me yet, but we're going to try to just skip that whole scenario. We're going to set 180 now. Let's go ahead and slow on down. I got one guy in front of us here. I'm going to slow to 180. We'll get a little spoid breakout.
American 413 is 10 miles from GG, sending through 5,000, ILS 25 left.
Yeah, so now we're getting some oscillation. There he is. I'm trying to slow. There's VA Fenix minus 10, flaps 1. It really does look visibly better. Kango, I agree, man. I think the sim looks better. Oh my goodness, look at that. I totally agree, Kango. I'm trying to slow down and give this guy some space here. 2 miles, oh boy. Alright, we're about 10 miles out. Let's go ahead and arm the approach.
2,500.
Outside air temperature is plus 12, so let's go ahead and get the engine anti-ice off. Glide slope star, low star, flaps 2. Here we go. We got our flaps 2 in. We still got the speed brake out. We'll stow that. I'm going to keep slowing. I'm
American calling Viva 7 Juliet. Go ahead.
Slow to 160.
I was planning on runway 25.
I tell you what, we're going to go to final just because this guy is dropping the anchor right here. We're gonna slow up as fast as we can. Let's go gear down. Arm the speed brake.
Okay, man, I can keep my speed up if you want to
Via
keep
Phoenix, minus 10, flaps 3.
That's okay, thanks, Super 7 Juliet.
And we'll go flaps full.
LA traffic, American 1566, 4 mile final, runway 25 left.
I'm going to get flight recorder up. I will save this replay so we can watch it after our second leg. All right, recording is on. Gosh, look at LA looks better. I swear, the world update looks better. A little bit of stutter there coming in. All right, flaps full, manual brakes, full flaps. Everything is looking good. We are down to land, clear to land. Where'd our traffic go? LA traffic, American 1330. We're on a 4 mile final, 25 left, LA. Hopefully, we will be able to land, yeah?
LA traffic, American 413 on a 8.5 mile final, slowing down for space.
I'll file it off. Flying with Mike, I haven't. JetBlue and New York City controllers over speeds? No, I haven't seen that. Not familiar at all. Is there a video I need to watch? Sounds like I need to. It's a possible go around, Kyle. We'll see here. I don't know. He looks like he's... As long as he gets off on time, we should be okay. Just in the jump seat yesterday, coming in DFW. Almost had to go into the crew, almost had to go around. I was sitting in a jump seat. I'm like, this is pretty tight. Right
American
now we're looking good.
1566 is clear of 25 left.
Awesome. Awesome. Good job. Winds are still a little bit swirly.
500.
About 11 knots. Let's get some power.
LA traffic, American 413.
Ooh, yeah.
5 mile final, 25 left. LA.
They are gusty. All right, this is vAAL now. I gotta get my landing. I gotta get my landing rates better. Getting a little bit below there. Correcting.
200. Minimum.
LA traffic, American 1566 crossing 25 left.
100. 50. 40.
En route traffic system
30.
72, Golf Papa Whiskey Romeo.
20. Retard.
Of Ontario International.
5.
Cruising at 5,500.
Oh, come on. Where are you at? There you are.
Around the area here, going no further than 25 nautical miles from...
Spoilers. Reverse green. Manual braking, decel. That felt pretty good. Let's go ahead and take this next one. Smoke the brakes. That felt pretty smooth, if I do say so myself. Let's go ahead and stow it. We'll take Hotel 6. That felt pretty smooth. -5? Hey, I believe that. I typically don't get too excited about landing rates, but I'll believe that. That one felt really smooth. We did a little extra floaty there just for vAAL. I put that butter on a roll. Good thing I saved that replay. All right, I'm going to stop the replay. I'm going to stop recording. That way we'll save it. LA traffic, American 1330, clear of 25 left, crossing 25 right, taxiing into 42 Bravo, LA. Hallelujah, our rescue is here, says Callie Simmer. Let me save this replay real quick. I'm going to save this as LAX butter. We'll save that replay, all right? We're not going to reconfigure until we cross 25 right. So let's take a little sneak out. Oh, he's landing right behind us. Beautiful. All right, we're doing realism mode here. No more exterior shots. Full realism. Gas is 5.2, so we're looking all right next to you.
LAX traffic, Speedbird 7 Juliet, 16 DME to runway 25 left.
Clear right, clear to cross.
LA traffic, American 413, clear, 25 left, taxiing to ramp. Crossing 25 right, LA traffic.
What was our gate? What was our gate? I love taxiing blindfolded. 42 Bravo, where we at? Okay. LA traffic, American 1330. We're clear 25 right, taxi gate, LA. 42 Bravo, thank y'all. Alright, so let's go ahead and stop. Or not stop, but we're going to clean it up. That's good. Let's go ahead and get our lights off. Taxi, there. We'll prime you. 42 Bravo. 42 Bravo, you say?
LA traffic, American 608, about a 15-mile final for runway 24 right, LA.
I'm going to stop here. I got to figure out what 42 Bravo is. Of course. Parking gates. Terminal. Where's Bradley? West and south. Here's Bradley. Forget which alley. 42 Bravo is going to be Charlie 9. Charlie 9. And let's go ahead and get GSX. Have them meet us there. We need to go 42.
LA traffic, American 413, clear 25 right, taxiing the ramp to Charlie, LA.
LA traffic, American 655, bound out, 25.
Why is there no 42 Bravo? 46, 42 Alpha. There's no 42 Bravo. That sucks. Alright. We gotta go to Charlie 9. Might be under a different than general gate. Alright, Charlie 8, and we're gonna double back. Charlie 8, double back to 42 Bravo. Like a specific terminal? Okay. I'll look at it here again. Let's make this turn here. We'll double back Charlie 8. Next page. Oh, I always... Well, this is gate B. 46 Bravo. Let's do that. Screw it.
LA traffic, Speedbird 7 Juliet making a visual switch over to runway 25 right.
Nice
to
little
traffic,
stutter there
LA,
in the turn.
LA traffic.
Alright, so 46 Bravo is going to be on the outside of Charlie 9. Start the EPU. It should be over here. This is Charlie 9.
LA traffic, American 608, about a 5-mile final for runway 24 right, LA.
Let's go ahead and turn off. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Turn off the taxi light. 48, 46, Charlie. Oh, I see the marshaller over there.
Spirit Ring 52 on a 15-mile final, runway 24 right, LA.
Man, when I turn on the ground, it definitely has stutters when I'm turning. See that? Alright, 46. Bravo. Come on. Click and drag. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that 321 is gorgeous there for sure. Pro tip, don't shut off number 2 here in LA.
Runway 25 left, we're crossing 25 right, and we'll taxi to ramp via Charlie.
I'm going to have to delete rolling cache or something to fix this turn.
LA traffic, Speedbird 7 Juliet on a short final, runway 25 right.
LA traffic, American 608, short final, runway 24 right, LA.
We're holding short 25 right, with the traffic on short final. LA.
Brakes are set. Number 2. Seatbelt sign, APU is up, number 1. Just pulling it down.
LA traffic, Fever 7 Juliet, vacate to runway 25 right, thanks for holding.
Bit too short? That's what she said.
Sir, we thought you were going too fast left. American 650 cross.
Migs, thank you for the $7 super chat. That'll fix that vAAL average landing rate. You didn't land you caressed the runway and finessed that bird. Sheesh. Thank you, Migs. Appreciate you, man. Beacon light is coming off. Thank you, Migs. I appreciate it. That was a good landing. I like that one. Let's go ahead and request a deboarding. Let's go ahead and clean up the rest of the airplane here. Beacon light is off.
Spirit wing 52, 7 mile final, runway 24 right, LA.
That's coming off. That's coming off. External power's on, so APU can come off as well. And it's turn time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Los Angeles with a 5 foot per minute touchdown. Thank you again, Migs. Yeah, hopefully that'll fix the that average landing rate indeed. Is GSX worth it, Cameron Evans? I tell you what, man, it's grown on me a lot. GSX has grown on me a lot. I don't know what is the price right now for GSX. I can't tell you if it's worth it for you because everybody has a different financial situation. But I will tell you this, if you like having extra ground vehicles and extra commotion at the airports, I think you're going to enjoy it. And I think it's only going to get better. I think it's only going to get better as they continue to update it and as devs continue to add functionality. Like I've heard the fly-by-wire is pretty much fully integrated with GSX now. That's pretty sweet. We're going to have to be in the fly-by-wire. Maybe tomorrow or the next stream we'll have to do a fly-by-wire and see how GSX is. But I mean, this is all GSX. This is pretty cool here. $35? Yeah, so it's, like I said, everybody has their own financial scenario that they got to deal with. You're seeing it. My job is to show you what it can do, how it looks. It's up to you to make that determination. It's on sale now, says Robert S. Well, there you go. If it's on sale, I don't think I would not recommend it, especially at a sale price. So, all right, recording has been saved. I'm going to turn the sim down. Let's go ahead and start refiling for return leg. So we're going to do this full real time. We blocked in at 59. Or let me pull up VAMSys here. We're doing a real-time turn. So here we go. Flight may now be ended. This gave me a 131. All right, so it wasn't quite a 5, but we'll file that. I'm going to say my landing was we'll file that one. But that was 130 feet per minute or so. 135 according to VAMSys, so that's all right. You can see here my average is 275, not the best. But now we need to refile, so I'm going to close, not close, but we'll minimize that. And I mean, this is a pretty cool shot right here. Where's the terminal view? Can I do it from inside the terminal?
Spirit wing 52, short final, runway 24 right.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Frames seem, I don't know if these clouds or what, but the frames seem a little bit more spicy. All right, let's do a refile here. Do I also think the rapid wind vector changes are still excessive? They are a little bit excessive, but it's quick. The way it's shifty around, I think that's I don't know if that's a Fenix thing or a Microsoft thing. It is very shifty. It is very shifty. All right, I'm going to refile us. Give me a second here. Some deboarding music. All right, vAAL dashboard. Let's refile. I got to log in again? Come on. What do you mean it doesn't match? This has happened to me twice now. There we go. Chaos, they might have been, which would explain why everything looks so amazing, but also why the frames were hurting. But I didn't notice any frame issues until we got to LA. So LA is probably just a little, I mean, it is notorious for being heavier on frames, no doubt about it. I did update my INI LAX, so maybe something changed here with in the INI manager. Maybe I need to go back through that. That's very possible. All right, let's book our return. Robert S. says I'm heading off. Thanks for the stream. Take care. See you next time. Robert S. See you. Callie Simmer, you've got about 20 minutes to board up here. All right, from LAX, we're going right back to Phoenix. So who needs to paint, or who needs to sand and paint cabinets, right? Don't tell my wife. I told her I was going to be doing house stuff today. All right, we're going to book flight. What flight number should we take? 313, 939, 2961, 884. I like 884. Merkin, 884. We're in an A320 on VATSIM. This is where I need dispatcher. Where's wrong side? Estimated departure time, 22:30. Oh, we're going to try it. Dispatch via SimBrief. Let's do it. Only 93 people, though. Since when do you only take 93 people from LA to Phoenix during spring break? We are dispatching underway. Delete LAX from Content Manager. Normally, after an update, it reinstalls is. Oh! Skyfall. I wonder if I have two sceneries going on. That would explain the heaviness on the frames. That could definitely explain it, my friend. How come you're on a crusty air mattress tonight, Chief? Because everything has been moved to the new house. And we're turning our old house into a rental. So basically, I have everything at the new house where my wife and kids are. And I'm just tidying up this house, getting it ready to be rented out on the 1st. So I'm on an air mattress, which apparently has a hole in it. So, sweet. We'll go back at 350 Alton to Tucson. Dots 2, Scenery Blythe, Hydra 1, filed. All right, new flight plan is filed. What's our call sign? 884. So how do I do this? I need to close. I guess I need to disconnect and then connect as 884. Fetch from server, done. Air mattress with a hole in it sounds like a blanket on the floor. Basically what it is, Ricardo. That's what it turned out to be halfway through the night. All right, that has been filed. We're all filed. Are we done deboarding? Man, we still have 80 of 117. Bye-bye now. Let's see. Let's go stand out here on the jet bridge. Oh, I can't go outside? Oh, that's not going to work. All right, let's go back. It's tripping my frames out. All right, we need to return. No, nothing for Philly yet next to you. I even looked. I looked. Let's pull in new init data. That's us. LA, Phoenix, Tucson. Dunzo. Init request. We have a received message. Let's go over here. Arrival message 2156. Cool. Done. All right, flight plan uplink. We're doing 27. I tell you what, though, Friday. That's not Friday. We'll do cost index 27. What are we? 884 is the flight number. AAL 884. 96 of 117. What's our cruise? 35. Performance at Phoenix was great, Nathaniel. I didn't even know there was a difference. It was just recently here in LA, I noticed some frames when we got on the ground. Approach seemed good. but once we got on the ground, I could tell. Let's see if we can do a quick align. We don't need to do a quick align. I'm curious to see if it's modeled though. So a quick alignment, we're gonna go off and on within 5 seconds. Maybe it's not modeled. I can't really do a quick align. It should have an IRS align within 1 minute there. LA to Phoenix. I think now we tripped it out. Oh, no, here it goes. IRS in a line. It did work. Okay, it did work. Cool. Quick alignment is done.
Bank angle. Right hand got that. Bank angle.
Since you're at Terminal 4, the worst terminal to get to, by the way, it's going to take me a few to get you your in and out for the rest of the war. Lol.
Can't simmer. We're going to zoom over there. We're going to see that in and out here in just a second. Oh, we can't because we're in the Phoenix. It drops it off. That sucks. Cantley Simmer, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you. You the man. I'll wait. We will wait. We'll hold boarding just for you. We'll have to page. We'll do a gate agent page. Call you over from in and out. Terminal 4 does suck, man, for sure. 116 to 117, one more to go. We're dots 2, scenery, insert that. Arrival into Phoenix, Hydra 1. They were landing 2 6s. Let's hopefully we get 2 6. 2 6 on the Hydra. And we're coming off the Blythe transition.
Do you want
Done.
to deboard crew?
No. We want to keep our crew on board. All right, so they're off. Hopefully the cleaners are coming on. We're due out at 30, right? So I need to reset my VAMSys again. Let's go ahead and go booking and start flight. Done. I reckon a CPU upgrade will help a massive amount. Yes. I do need a CPU upgrade. It's in the books, but hey, trust me, I got a lot on my mind. But yes, in the future, if possible, we will I need a CPU upgrade for sure. Just hopped back on from buying and selling Phoenix. I love it. Thanks for the recommendation. J-Dub, awesome, man. I'm glad you're liking it, dude. I'm glad you're liking it. All right, our new flight plan is in the box here. Let's continue chugging away. LA to LA. We blocked in at 56, right? So that's good. Secondary. What is this song? I'm going to go ahead and say nope. I like this. This one always comes on. This is a good song, though. All right, if we have to come back, we're going to land at LA 25 right, and we're going to go back to the hotel. Or we're going to go to the hotel and call it a night. How's that? 25 right if we do pop an engine. Secondary perf. We'll do this. I'm a little bit concerned about the frames here on the turn without doing a reload, but I can't remember the last time we did a full-blown turn without any interruptions, so let's give it a shot. 2.9 or 8.4, something like that. Secondary's done. We'll keep that a knit B. So let's come over here. I will deboard. Oh, I have to deboard on this. Let's go back to the Phoenix menu. Import next flight. LA to Phoenix in 22 minutes. Weight and balance. I'm going to reset all. Load aircraft. Oh, no, do I have to? Uh-oh. I got to redo it. I do. It is the turbulence is on. We'll go ahead and load it instantly. Migs. Gifting 10 more subs. Goodness me. Migs, thank you for the $10 gifted subs, my friend. Absolutely awesome. Shout out to Migs. Much love to a great community, he says. Migs, much love right back at you, man. I appreciate the support, dude. Very kind of you. 117.9. And what was that, CG? Yeah, see, my frames at the gate here are terrible. 28.1. Oh, I forgot the slash. .4 on board. Let's go 10.4. Check. Migs, you are a champ, dude. Appreciate you. All right, let's go ahead and start boarding. Where's GSX? Reload sim brief here. Sim brief okay. Request boarding. American 884 to Phoenix. Nope, that's us. They're going to start doing their thing. Let's get our fuel tank pumps on. We're doing our through flow check. So we just come up there. We'll do this. That's all done. We'll stand by on the APU. We'll put this into position too. Simulate the FOs fly on this leg. So that's all done. APU is still off. We need to get our new speeds in here. Sync load sheet final for 2.5 right. Sync live weather. Everything is the same. Calculate that. 112, 135, 135. And then I'm going to hit the head, and then we're going to get out of here. I believe that's flaps 1. Yes, up 0.2 is the trim. Where are our peeps? Request boarding.
Boarding requested.
There we go. 91 people. Shouldn't take long. This is Sim Update 12, yes. With proper GSX integration, people will only board once the physical GSX people enter the plane, and the fuel will only start flowing once the fuel truck is connected. Pretty nice. Ooh, chaos. All right, here's the deal, chaos. If I don't get called tomorrow, which I probably will be since I want to make plans, we're going to try to do the fly-by-wire next. And I want to see that. I need to know the steps on how to make it do proper things. So I'm going to reset the fly live, but chaos, I would love to see that. Indeed, I would love to see that happen. So we'll check it out. We are boarding, we're fueling, we're loading. We are off block in. Let me check our Pegasus. When was our departure time? 22:32. So we've got 17 minutes to be off block. All right. Yeah, I don't read documentation, Chaos. I'm going to need a video tutorial. All right, I will be right back. I'll let you guys do full realism mode here. There's our speed bed. We'll zoom it out a little bit more. Yeah, my frames are kind of ish. I think it's something maybe with the I&I scene, because I have a lot of ground vehicles here that I don't think I had before. Maybe when I updated it, it kind of maxed it out. We'll have to see if it clears up. Let me check something real quick, and then I'm going to hit the head. What is going on here in the manager of things? Ooh, yeah, CPU is cooking right now. 69%. Interesting. Phoenix CDU, bootstrapper. It's cooking. We'll see though if we leave. You can change the settings in the manager. I will, but you can't do it while flying, and I don't want to break the immersion. So here we are. We are loading up. I'm going to run over, hit the lav, and then we're going to get ready to push back and get out of here. So hope you guys are enjoying the real-time turn. I'll be right back. All right, how are you doing here? Let's go ahead and start that APU. What is it? 19:32 is our push time. 69 of 93. Let's do it. It's got to be the airport. It's got to be the airport. I don't remember having this many vehicles on the ground before. I just noticed I have a gifted member. Hey, Lee, welcome, man. There's been a lot of gifted members today. Awesome community. Callie Simmer, Miggs, Mike P has been throwing them out. There has been some serious support today, so I appreciate all of you. And welcome to Team Green, my friend. We have so many members, this is essentially a members only. How are we doing on likes? 248. Or let's see, 248 and 297 likes. Oh, nice. If you haven't hit already, let's get to 300 likes, shall we? Let's see if can we do 320 likes for today's stream? Or 320s? Or maybe 321 likes for 321. All right, APU is spooling up. Let's do it. Belton, thank you for the continued support, man. 3 months, appreciate it. All right, our APU is up and running. Let's go ahead and start the chrono. Go to company massage. Whoa, load sheet. Accept, return. Accept, prelim, return. Uh, 321 plus 6, 93 plus 6. All right, done. Switch to 99. Taft, Belton. My goodness. We're going to need to start soliciting for viewers so they can become members. Taft, Belton, thank you, my friend, for 10 gifted subs additional. This is wild. You guys are absolutely wild. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Thank you, Taft. Appreciate it. Simple takeoffs. Pierce Laverne got one. Andy got one. Anthony Cago, Brian, Sean Delaney, Saska, Colorado 72 with a K. Khalif Alas. I can do it. Khalifa Al-Safeti. Al-Safeti. Louis Artek. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. The entire aircraft is nothing but green. Just the way I like it. Migs, just the way I like it. KS says, I do wonder what happens once YouTube runs out of people to give to. Chaos, I don't know. I think we're going to find out, though, my friend. I think we're going to find out indeed. All right. We are getting close to push. 10 prior. What's going on here? Let's pause the music. Let's get back into the game here. We still got some bags to load. We are just about 3 minutes. We had a warm APU anyway, so we don't need to go the full 3 minutes. Let's get the APU bleed on. Let's go ahead and disconnect external power. Let's pull that from ground services as well. We want to be ready to go. So this is real world turn stuff here, especially if you're a little bit behind. You want to be everything you want to have that can be done, you want done. That way, as soon as they are ready to push, you are ready. No ATC. We'll set our top altitude at flight level 360 in the FCU. We have no ATC, so we'll reset our squawk code to 2000. 2000 is set. We're going to taxi out 25 right via Bravo. RNAV to Docker. We're waiting for MiGs. Yeah, we're doing a turn plane, dude. This has been a real-time turn. So we've locked in at 56. We've been on the ground 23, 24, 27 minutes. So we're doing good. Any headset recommendations? What do you mean? For the sim or for real life? Like for flying airplanes? Real airplanes? I use Razer headsets for the sim here on my PC. I have no issue with them. But I'm sure there's probably a bunch of other ones. Is that a... This is just a mural, right? It's painted, LA, COVID testing. Go get your COVID testing over there. I can't tell if that's in the terminal or not. But we're sitting here waiting on the ground. 2974, 360 is set. APU is on, 67 on the bags. You're essentially flying a 3-leg day, and I haven't complained. Jeremy, I haven't yet, but I was just about to. Thanks for reminding me, Jeremy. I'll tell you what, spice things up on this one. Oh, look, at spiritual wings. Ooh, spiritual wings with IE engines. He's about to hit that baggage cart. Oh, well, we just had an incident there. Look at him drifting around the corner. Good night. Drift. He must have his absent at Southwest. Oh, look at this little 73800 here off the left-hand side. That's cute. That's good to see a mix of airplanes here in LA. Right there with you, Steven. Real life headset. I'm going to start PPL over the summer. Pilot Lodge, they are expensive. I don't know what your budget is, but if you're looking for noise canceling, the Bose A20s are phenomenal. Those are what I used. I used all series of the Bose, from the very OG version to the, not the latest one, but pretty close. I had nothing but good things to say about the Bose A20s, but they are expensive. You're looking at about, well, they used to be $1,000. I don't know what they are now, but you get what you pay for. So buy once, cry once. There you go. Amir's got it. All right, we are all done with boarding. Let's go ahead and prepare for pushback and departure. Oh, we're going to be right on time. If I didn't know any better, I would think that we've done this once or twice. I do not want to start before pushback. 33 is our off block. We're looking good. Let's get our beacon on. Before start checklist, please. Before start checklist.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Roger that. Windows, doors, and sides, closed and armed, beacon on, thrust levers idle, parking brake is set. Before start checklist is complete. Let's take a look at the wheel page. Nice and cool, hundreds on the right side. We'd probably call ramp right now. Wow.
Departure checks completed. Bypass and inserted.
LA traffic, American 884, we're going to be pushing off gate 46 Bravo. Oh, we got a proper tug. Sweet. No, I use AIG. AIG is the traffic I use. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go home leg. Alaska, or let's see if we have American ramp on this side. American ramp, American 884, 46 Bravo, push. American 884, 46 Bravo, push approved, top of the alley, call and ready to taxi. We need to go nose left, tail right, execute.
Release parking brakes, please.
Cockpit ground brakes release, clear to push, top of the alley.
All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Copy, we're starting engine 1. Clear up top, let's do it. Ignition mode to ignition start. We've got bleed pressure. Callie Simmer is on board. Thank God, because I forgot to check. Callie Simmer. Callie Simmer, what are you doing to us down there? Oh, we got to go back. Oh, no. Callie Simmer, he's on board. We're good. Now we can push back. That was a little spicy there. That scared me. That scared me. All right. Well, it looks like everything is pretty stable here. We just took off that wingtip. Don't worry about it. I like how it reflected the nav light on there, though, even though it went right through it. Let's go ahead and turn 1. Nathan, I hear that. I had a Christian Ionscu set up my AIG, though, so I didn't have to mess with it. Turn in 1. Chaos. Chaos. How many times I got to tell you, my friend, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. AIG is not broke. Why do I need to fix it? Why did I disconnect? Uh-oh. That's karma for almost forgetting you, I know. Sounds like we got a good start on number 1. Cockpit around. Go ahead. Are we clear on 2? Yes, sir, you're clear on 2. Copy, we're starting engine 2.
Please set parking brakes.
Brakes are set, clear to disconnect. Turning 2. We need IAEs. Ooh, there's no liveries or models for the Mad Dog with FSTL? Uh-oh. What's wrong with these models? Look, this guy even has his aileron drooping. That's pretty darn good for a third party or for AI traffic. His aileron's drooping. That's pretty good if you ask me. There's our speed bib. Are we on Unicom? We are, 122.8. Waiting for that vAAL.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
I like this ground guy though. Sounds legit.
Right is clear.
Alright, there's our vAAL. That's gonna go there. Flaps 1, I believe, right? That's what we said. Boom, boom. Oh, that wasn't auto. It just looked like it wasn't in auto. Oh, and they're actually going off the proper side. That's cool. This is new. This is cool. He's going to show me the pin. There it is. Tug toe and a salute. Wave off. Flaps 1 up 0.2, right? Set. Close enough. Let's get out of here. LA traffic, American 884 taxi in 25, right, LA. Here we go, brakes released, clear left, clear right. Oh, there, thought my tiller was there. Let's go. Turning and burning. Brake check. Pressure 0. Let's get out of here before it starts raining and really tanks our FPS. Yep, GSX had an update as well. So this is Sim Update 12, GSX update, everything's been updated. I&I, LAX has been updated, Fenix has been updated. So frames seem better. I don't know what was going on there. When we landed, our frames really went downhill, but frames seem better right now. But we'll take Bravo all the way down to 2.5 right. Most dangerous spot in LA right here, crossing the road. Lee, honestly, I can't say I notice a difference. Cannot say it, in all honesty. I will say the sim looks really good. I don't know if that's because some of my settings have changed. Oh, there's the FSUIPC pump scenario, probably. Aviation Blaze, good to see you, man. Alright, flight controls, full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, rudder, full left, full right, neutral. Auto brakes max, takeoff config is checked. That's on auto, TARA. Flight attendants prepare for takeoff. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Ooh, NG. That's a Max. Is that a Max? With the little fancy engine things? Pretty neat. A day in the life of American Airlines. That is a Max. Cool. Yeah, I thought it looked like one. Yeah, I will say there hasn't been any crazy weather updating. That is nice. The weather has been very stable throughout the stream, and we've been streaming on this particular stream since, what, 3 o'clock? So 2.5 hours so far? Aviation Blaze, yeah, the Fenix seems pretty good as well. I was keeping an eye on it. It didn't seem too fast. But let's go ahead and get down there, or else we'll be taxiing all day long. Oh, Big Daddy, that's you. Should be a 600 with the old shiny livery. Nice. I love that all metal brushed aluminum? Yeah, it's a good one, man. I like the 600 too. We need to do. I wish I had my yoke. We could do a 73600 stream. All right, these lights look brighter. I guarantee you something has changed in my INI manager. I guarantee you something has changed. When you don't get block or better, taxi quick. Indeed. We're not getting block or better today. Yeah, I guarantee you something has changed in the manager. Oh wow, look at that conga line back there. A speed bid. An Alaska, a couple of money bags. Love it. Look at LA lighting up though, isn't that cool? Great scenery from INI. Absolutely great scenery. Randy, I packed it up. So I'm moving the HQ, the V1 HQ is moving to Georgia, man. So everything is packed up except what you see on screen right now. Throttletek, Airbus, and my side stick and my tiller. That's it. Everything else is packed up at the new house. Felipe, uh-oh, you had your first Nordo event today, flying in real life. Uh-oh. Hopefully you weren't over Cuba. No one shot at you. Welcome to the stream, man. We're on leg 2, technically leg 3 if you count our first stream today. Weather in FSO is a bit crazy. Just flew in there on vAAL. Winds 100 at 38, gusting 54. Whoa. That is wild, man. Do something special for the final stream in the old. Yeah, Jeremy, we are. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if we're either going to do a long haul or fly it till we crash it with like tolless failures all the way up. We'll see. We're going to have to do a celebratory final stream for sure. All right, everything's been completed. LA traffic, American 884, departing runway 25 right, LA. Let's do it. I love how you can click in the middle and get both switches. I love that. DFW to Atlanta and a turboprop. Oh boy. At 10,000 feet in a major thunderstorm. Probably have to, I don't know, would we have to stop for gas? Is that 500 miles or so? Alright, let's get out of here. Come on, baby, get up the hill here. Let's take it on the roll. Yoga. Man, Toga SRS runway auto thrust blue. Thrust set. 100 knots. Check. Oh, it's windy. V1. It's windy. Rotate. Goodness. Positive rate. Gear up. Goodness. Direct crosswind there. Fly whip. Look at that. Look at how we already left the center line. It was super loud. Yeah, my frames tanked there when I look back at the airport. Golly. We're up though. Yeah, the lighting seemed brighter, Arnold, and it also seemed to hurt my frames. Oop, thrust reduction from window view. Right over Long Beach. Well, I guess that's Long Beach is down there a ways, but... I'm sure he'll have something to say about it, Steven. We're speed out star for 3,000 out or below at Docker. Wow, we hit that quick. We hit Docker quick. S-speed flaps 0. Let's just pull for open. Let's go. Thrust climb, open climb. El Segundo. Cali Simmer, thank you. Forgive me. El Segundo. Yeah, Long Beach is down a ways. We'll see it as we make the well, we won't see it because of the clouds, but you would see it in the departure here off of Shafe. Nothing to see, nothing to do. We'll go autopilot 1. Man, look at that. We are light, 5,600 feet a minute. We are ripping. Palo Verdes? Okay. Yeah, 20 knot. I should have had more forward pressure. Actually, that'd be a debrief item. If it was a 20 knot direct crosswind there, I should have had more forward pressure on the stick than just about half. Let's get an LA shortcut here. Direct to PV. Direct PV, American 884. Right at the limit. Let's get the engine anti-ice on. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this tail window for sure on the way back to Phoenix. I'm trying to see this wing view. I'm trying to see what everyone's talking about this new turbulence model. I haven't seen anything eye-opening or crazy. Like I really haven't seen anything that would be, oh, this is crazy different than the old turbulence model. Yep, full forward stick. Oh my goodness. I tell you what though, whatever they did to the clouds, the placebo effect of Sim Update 12, are you freaking kidding me? That's just kind of, I'm sitting here just, my jaw dropped, man. Oh, I see phase 1. So it basically, they added options to turn down the turbulence. V1 gonna make me buy a good graphics card. Fubar, I tell you what, man. Some of these views recently that we have done on stream, like the LA when we flew into Vegas, and we had the rainstorm, go over the field, and then some of these views we've had today in the breakout here. I mean, unreal. We're at 10,000 feet. We'll go ahead and turn those off. Turn that off. Turn that off. We still have wing light on. Let's keep the turn going. Let's go direct to dots. Is this real life? Yeah, that was a pretty impressive breakout, not gonna lie. Turn the sim down, let's go outside here. I mean, we need to try to outclimb these clouds. Let's try to outclimb them. Roll the speed back a little bit here. These are building a little bit. Let's see if we can roll it back and outclimb it. There's 4,000 feet a minute. There we go. Look at that. If you're just a passenger, this is what you see right here. Oh, there's the FSUI PC pump stutter. Jeremy, that's exactly what it does. It keeps that forward pressure on the forward pressure keeps that nose wheel on, keeps good contact, so you have good centerline control. But by 100 knots, you want to be neutral because that's when the rudder is really going to have your primary effectiveness. But if in winds of like 15 and up, if it's direct crosswind, instead of just half forward stick, you want full forward stick because you really need to have that centerline control, right? Because if more crosswind, it's going to be trying to push you off the centerline more than it would if it was half that. So try to get full forward stick to get maximum nose wheel control in a heavy crosswind, but you still need to be neutral by about 100 knots. That's when that rudder becomes your primary effectiveness. Look at that. We outclimbed those clouds nicely. We're at 18,000 feet. We'll set standard 1, 2, and 3. Wing light is coming off. Anti-ice is coming off. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the departure. Fly Live is pieced out. I see that. Well, I'll tell you what, Fly Live. Let's do this. Uh-oh. That scared me, Chaos. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna keep Fly Live off. I'm gonna see if we get another stutter with Fly Live off. What's the degree difference between half and full forward stick? I don't. What do you mean degree difference of deflection? Some weird phenomenon happening right here. I don't know what that's all about. Block it with the engine. Degree difference between half and full forward stick? That I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd have to actually look it up. Oh, so now we're getting even more stutters, it seems like. With Fly Live off. Interesting. Got the night shift tonight. Catch you on another one. Hey, take it easy, Blueface, man. Thanks for stopping by. Took 5 years off my life. Basically, Cali Simmer, what you're looking at on your PFD is when you're rolling down the runway, you have those whiskers that show you the side stick deflection. Because on the ground, it's also direct correlation between side stick deflection and elevator deflection, right? So half forward stick and then full forward stick, you're basically going to be full down elevator, full nose down elevator. And Cali Simmer, it's literally when I say half or full, it's the deflection on your side stick. So whatever your full range is, half of that is what you do for normal takeoffs, and then in 20 knot crosswind or 15 knot crosswind and up, full forward on the side stick on the takeoff roll. That's the only difference. Oh, we're gonna have a nice tailwind. Let's do a little Friday power, shall we? Don't tell Pede Monitor. Shh. Whiskers, not degrees. I don't know. I call them the flight control whiskers. I don't know what they're actually called. They're the little cross that comes up that will show you the position of the flight controls, because on the ground you're in that direct mode where you have a direct correlation of degree between side stick deflection and flight control deflection. Cacao says, I got awarded Captain 220 in Boston for December at Smurf Airlines. Ooh, fantastic. Congrats, man, on the Captain Award. Hoping to bid back to the real Airbus in August. Have you done a 220 video? Cacao, I have not done a 220 video, man. I haven't done any 220 stuff. But that is awesome. Congratulations on your upgrade. Out of curiosity, you probably won't know because if you're already on the bus. Good friend of mine, Jorge, I guess I can say his name, Jorge Bernard. He's a 220 captain for a while. We're good friends. But congrats, man. He's out of Boston as well. I don't think anyone has a 220 model, Kiko. I really don't. There's one in the works, but I have not seen one in the sim flyable yet that's worth anything. I don't know if the chat has. I'm pretty sure someone's working on one, right? Randy says, not leaving yet. Just want to thank you in advance for the awesome content streamer. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate it, man. Glad you enjoyed it. Today's been a long day, but it's been fun. Been a fun day. And I'm going to be sanding and painting cabinets all evening, but it's been worth it. Absolutely worth it. Got to do a real time, real turn. That was fun. Synaptic Sim is working on one. Cool. Mark says, I'm interviewing with Breeze to be a 50-year-old FO after a different career. Mark, that's awesome, man. No time like now. Congrats, dude. Hot Start, that's one I was originally thinking of. Hot Start working on a 220. But is the Hot Start 220, that's being worked on for X-Plane 12, if I'm not mistaken, right? And then they said they're going to port that one over or make it available. Jeremy, you want a gradual release. And the trigger for that, Jeremy, if you're wondering, is that 80 knots, you hear a thrust set. So if I'm pilot flying and I'm going down the runway full forward stick, my pilot monitoring is going to go thrust set. I know that's 80 knots. So I know between that call and the 100 knot call out, I have that amount of time to gradually release that pressure. And if you're perfect, you hit 100 knots right when you're at neutral. I mean, if you're a little bit off, it doesn't make a difference. But the whole emphasis is at 100 knots, you're really not using the nose wheel anymore. It's going to be the rudder for directional control. Okay, here we go. We're getting some turbulence in here. This is looking pretty good. James Johnson, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome. Looking for an interview for the Embraer 195. They say you can move to 220 in 18 and 36 months. Nice. Good old Embraer 190, man. Oh, I had my V-Pilot muted, rip. Sorry for anybody making radio calls. I don't know why I had my V-Pilot muted. Story about PTU sound on a repo flight. Kyle Ferris, thank you, man. I saw you even posted out on the last leg, and I totally forgot. So, quick note about the PTU. Somebody was asking, I can't remember which stream it was, oh, you really can't hear the PTU in flight from an Airbus. And I said, yeah, that's true. You cannot hear the PTU running. However, recently or last week, I did a reposition flight, a completely empty A320. And because it's completely empty, once we were on the ground, the door was open. It's Part 91 operations, the cockpit door was open. And we were in an old 320, one of the older ones in the fleet. I think it was like a 2007, 2008 Airbus. So it was an older 320 Classic. And when we landed in Houston, and we shut down number 2. And of course the procedure is yellow electric pump on, because taxiing an empty airplane with 2 engines is like, forget about it. You're going to be burning up those brakes and or just 30 knots everywhere you go, because there's just so much empty idle thrust, especially with IEs. So we shut down number 2 shortly after landing, or pretty much right after landing, because it was idle reverse. And the first officer turned on the yellow electric pump to minimize the PTU sound, or just essentially it stops the PTU. We're taxiing in, and I don't know, we were coming into the ramp, and I said, hey, can you start the APU? He started the APU, and there's always a power transfer. You can hear it click, click, click whenever the APU comes online. The Fenix has it modeled, fly-by-wire has it modeled. But because engine 2 was off, when the APU came up to speed, it picked up the load for number 2, right? It split the system, which it's supposed to do. But I guess what happened in the transfer process or something, the yellow electric pump actually turned off. So I'm coming into park, and I thought I could hear the PTU. I heard something. I heard a, but it wasn't, it was so faint. And mind you, this is a completely empty 320 with the cockpit door open. And I barely heard something. And I looked up on the overhead. I'm like, oh, that's weird. The yellow electric pump is off, and I could see on the ECAM PTU was running. So quickly turned up there, reached to turn the yellow electric pump on and minimized it. So those that don't believe me when you say you can't hear the PTU from up front, if at any moment you have an opportunity, if there was any pristine moment to hear the PTU, it's an empty airplane with the cockpit door open, and I still barely heard it. I heard something, but I associated it with the PTU, and it was the PTU, but it was so faint, I wasn't like, oh, that's the PTU running, how'd that happen? But that's just kind of that's how faint it is from up front. You guys do single taxi, no APU? Yeah, we're all Setwas. We used to have a mixed fleet where it was you had to run the APU, but we all got the Setwa mod. Setwa, single engine taxi without APU. But that's why if there's a sound set where you hear the PTU in the cockpit on the Airbus, I'm like, really? I've never heard that thing unless I'm sitting in the back. All right. We are looking pretty good. 31 to 36. Things are juicing out. It's been pretty smooth so far. We'll go ahead and turn off the seatbelt sign. Man, enjoying these views though. Enjoying the views. It is set to realistic. Arnold, it is set to realistic. We've already verified it on stream too. Trying to figure out Hoppy ACARS EQ. So if you're in the Fenix, you have to put it in the Fenix app. You have to put your logon code in the Fenix app itself, not in the McDo of the airplane. And then it should work. We saw it. We saw vAAL had the gate assignment for us. That was pretty cool. How was Sim Update 12 performing for you? Just joined the stream. TV flight, it's been good. I haven't seen any negatives. The only heavy frame was when we landed in LAX. After landing, my frames were really struggling. I was also using GSX Pro. I had a bunch of stuff going on, and we were on VATSIM with a bunch of airplanes around. I think that something might have changed in my INI manager and maybe boosted the settings in ground vehicles in LAX. That's why it was hard on my system. LAX is notorious for being heavy on frames, but we've streamed Phoenix Sky Harbor, and we're going back there right now with the BMWworld or AMG Sim, Mercedes-Benz Simulations, whoever the hell made Phoenix Sky Harbor. We're going back to that airport, and you'll see the frames there are totally fine. I really haven't noticed any difference at all. But there was an update to the U.S. as well, like the World update. There was a small update, and I don't know, again, if it's a placebo effect or what, but when we took off out of Sky Harbor and we made a left-hand turnout, it looked so real. It looked better than it's ever looked before on stream. So there's a little bit of chop coming in here. Let's go back to this back. This is where you're going to get the best idea of turbulence, this view right here. It looks pretty good. I mean, I think really you need to test this in the PMDG, see how that wing is reacting to the new turbulence. Was going to do a flight, forgot it was update everything day. Yeah, Jeff L. Luckily for me, though, it wasn't too bad. It downloaded pretty quick. Hopefully the same will be true for you. Jeremy says, what if you have plenty of hydraulic fluid, no leak, but you have a pump failure? Yeah, then you can't use that associated system unless you can use the PTU to pressurize it. So if you have a yellow engine-driven pump failure, guess what? You got a yellow electric pump you can use. Or if you have a green pump failure, you can use the you can use the PTU and the yellow system to pressurize green. But you inhibit that PTU, Jeremy, when you have a complete loss of hydraulics on one of those systems, because while there is no fluid transfer between green and yellow, depending on the nature of a failure, if you've lost all your hydraulics, like most recently we did that Tola stream, and we lost all hydraulics on the green system, you don't know what caused the green system to go completely empty. There could be some catastrophic damage. There could be something happening where you don't even want to let the PTU run over there and try to pressurize, because while there's no fluid transfer between systems, there is a possibility, depending on the nature of the failure, that you could drain your yellow system. So that's why you turn the PTU off in that scenario, just to protect that system. Coco says, I know it's weird how Airbuses, some Airbuses, when starting the APU, you can almost hear what sounds like igniters for the APU, more like the yes, you can. It's weird, Coco. Coco, do you know that when you turn on the APU, your magnetic compass will spin, your whiskey compass? I didn't know that until I was in the Fenix. And then I tried it in real life. I pulled this down and started the APU on my last, or not my last one, but recently. And sure enough, zoom, it will spin up. And on 319, this sucker really spins when you start the APU. It's pretty funny. You know what also is interesting is, I swear on some Airbuses, when you start the engine, I can hear the bleed valve open and hear the shh, but on others I can't hear it. It's weird. It's like the Airbus phenomena. Might have to reinstall the game. Got the dreaded infinite checking for updates. Uh-oh. After downloading Sim Update 12. That's not good. When are we going to do the river visual again? I don't know. We just took off. Oh my gosh. What was that? Did you guys see that? That almost looked like a wake. That looked aggressive. I don't know what that's all about. LMC, what's that, flight dispatch? Analog Kinger had an update. Be interesting and strong winds. I will be. We'll have to fly the King. Oh, I don't have my yoke. Dang it. Should have kept my yoke here. Following is super heavy. Update your store app if you have infinite update issue. There you go. That might help. A rogue shear, live weather shimmy, maybe. Must be that new turbulence. Maybe it was an update. No, get that seatbelt sign on. We're getting a little bit of chop here. 80 Mach. Oh yeah. Let's see what's going on. Look at our ground speed. 559. Love it. Let's go outside view for a minute. We'll leave that seatbelt sign on just in case and we run into any more unexpected bumps. Going back to Sky Harbor. Last minute changes used for backs, passenger bags. Flight dispatch, it's changed so many times for us, I don't even remember. We used to have an allowance of like +4 or 5, then it was ±2, then it was 0, then it was ±2. Now it's back to 0. As far as bags are concerned, I'd have to look it up. We do have an allowance. Definitely getting some more chop up here now. Look at those mountains, though. I swear they did it. I feel like the ortho's been updated. I don't know. It's just placebo effect. Looks so good. Sharklets or wingtip fences. Depends on the airplane. I like the sharklets, but the wingtip fences are also classic looking. I don't know. Every hour near the hour, high altitude wind change sometimes knocks autopilot off. Oh yeah. How come during takeoff I'll hear the no smoking bell chime? Is it because it's set to auto? Yes, when the gear goes up. Ding. That's what it is. So we can charge the emergency exit signs. Yesterday we had to beg to reduce our fuel from St. Martin to JFK to get all the standbys. We still landed with 7,600 in Kennedy. Unfortunately, we left some people behind. They have taken the authority away. Wow, really? You left people behind too? That's crazy, man. 7.6. That's a lot. We're kind of the opposite, man. The way I've been landing with fuel, I've been having a not really beg for fuel, but I've had to make a few calls to get some things squared away. I had one recently, LA to Nashville at night, huge weather system. LA at rush hour. Dispatch had me planned. Whoa! Oh my gosh, did you see that? Dispatch had us planned 400 pounds from our ramp fuel to min takeoff fuel. 400 pounds, that's it. Like, that's not gonna work. Okay, Kanopka says give it a try, everyone. Press insert. Whoa. I'm gonna get it straight. Press insert. Press control tab. Press tab again. Wow. Well, so how do I get back to it? How do I get back to it? Now we're lost. That was pretty neat. We're experiencing, yeah, so this is a weather update here. I've never seen it this bad. It's unrealistic, but this is a weather reload. All right, we need to start down, especially with this tailwind. We'll set 8,000. I don't know what the bottom is. Mach descent. Let this song end, and then we definitely need to start down and get our information. Oh, perfect. Song ended. See how quick that flight was on the return? Wow. Let's get some information here. Let's go weather, request, Sky Harbor, METAR. We'll send that away. Now we'll go here. We should be getting a gate report. Oh, here it is. Telex. Our gate is Alpha 14. Alpha 14. You guys need to remember that. All right. Alpha 14 is the gate. What's the weather data? 010 at 6. Probably could land 8. Oh well. 010 at 6. 17 on the temperature. And the meter is 2980. Rain showers in the vicinity. You hear that, Callie Simmer? Mike P? Rain showers in the vicinity. From one rainy area to another one. All right, let's look at Phoenix. I know it says departure, but we're going to look here. Approach 26. I don't see any ATC on, so we'll just plan for 26. It's going to be a little bit of a tailwind. 26 minimums are 1385. We'll set that there. Flight plan says more drag. We'll get you down. We got a tailwind ripping. That's pretty common. 7,000 at Limo, so we'll set 7,000 in the FCU. We are a little bit high on path. We got terrain on ND up. Still have another message to look at. What do we got here? Probably our ops. No amendment or no delay required. Beautiful. We're doing good. We're doing real things today. Alpha 14. Thanks, Flight Sim guy. Alpha 14. I would write that down. Or you could. I can't do it over here. Nah. Alpha 14 is the gate. LS push buttons are on. 111.75 auto tune that. We are high. No, we caught up to the path. We are riding that over speed. Speed brakes. This is why I don't like coming down at 99 cost index. Man, if we hit one of those weather bumps right now, it'd rip the wings off. Steven, take it easy, man. After pressing tab, rotate the camera. The arrow keys on the pad. I'm going to watch your video today, man. I'm going to watch it after the stream. See, I can't get back to... Now I'm way over here. That's all I need is to get too far from the Phoenix and then watch it like unload everything. You got no trust in Airbus engineers, it sounds. No, I do. I don't have a trust in, I don't want to become friends with my gatekeepers for FOQA. Writing it up. Outer tank fuel transferred. Really? Yeah, there we go. It's transferring. Still got 6.2. Plenty of gas on board. We're looking good. We are looking good. They come in waves of 2 and then it's over. Okay, Brendan. So we had 2 bumps and then it ended. So hopefully we're done. Oh, reset from the, I gotcha. I need to go here and then, reset position. There we go. All right, there's our drone view. A friend of mine who flew for AHL knew the gatekeepers by name. Hopefully that was at a choice and not by having conversation. One of my good buddies, Ben, was a gatekeeper at my last airline. We're still good friends to this day. All right, we are looking like we're low on or high on the path. That's weird. This Phoenix does weird Phoenix things. Down to 8,000. Here we go, into the desert. Phase 1, take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping by. You do not need the camera tab at all. You can control flybys using the keyboard. Really? Prepare for another greaser. I'm going to try. We got to get our landing. We got to get our average landing rate down. Philip called. I answered. Let me guess our visual approach to runway 29. Yeah, I've been there, man. I've been there. It's only a matter of time. Visuals into Newark. I might be expecting something here for a Newark sooner than later for a crosswind. 41, 43 knots, man. It was wild. But we were down in the touchdown zone, and it was a butter. But when they start seeing that, they start asking questions. Yes, I set it back to realistic. Landing from the FO side, oh my gosh, no, we'd be off the center line. I'd put it in the dirt probably. How do you get gate information with vAAL? John, as long as you need to have your Hoppy ACARS code. So you got to go to like Hoppy ACARS, just Google it. You sign up, it'll give you a code. You put that code in your Fenix tablet. It'll say, what is your Hoppy's ACARS code? You put that code in there, and then it's all automatic. When you're on your descent, if you're part of vAAL or vSpirit, they also do it. You go to receive messages, and you'll get a telex message, and that'll be your gate uplink. So it's got all the information: ground power, ground air, the ops frequency, your gate of arrival, and any other virtual or any other information pertinent to your flight. So that's pretty neat. That is a really cool feature with vAAL and vSpirit. I love that little nifty little thing. Jump seat landing view? That would be interesting. Yeah, John, give it a shot, man. You won't regret it. All right. Let's see. Looking at the map for vAAL. Somebody took off Phoenix headed to Burbank. Making sure we didn't break anything on our ACARS on BAMSIS. But you can see here everything else looks good. We've got some weather up there. Someone coming in DFW, Oak City. This is us, some other buddy coming in. Man, look at the weather up here in San Fran. Look at this weather system. People are just getting pounded, man. California is just getting absolutely pounded. Next leg, Phoenix to DFW. No, I am timed out. We'd be close to our flight duty time today. Let's see, we did like 2.5 hours earlier, and we did another 3+ on this one. We're getting close. Probably not, but contractually. This is also wild compared to playing Sims in the 90s. Oh, isn't it, man? It really is. Like, this is truly... I mean, as excited as I get now, I can't imagine being a young kid and being able to have access to these visuals and these products and these simulators. It's just crazy. I mean, compare it to like Microsoft Flight Sim 98, 95, even the 2000 FSX or FS 2002, the Concorde one. I remember that one so vividly because of the Concorde on the cover. Just you look back at it now and are like, wow, that's what you flew. It looks so real back then, but then to have this now is just mind blowing. Will you tune into the WBC Championship game, USA versus Japan? Probably not. Not even sure what that is, man. I don't follow too many sports. I'm a football guy, American football, and then that's about it. I like college football as well, but I just don't have time. I really don't have time, man. A couple kids and full-time job and then streaming on the side. And then any free time I do get, if I'm not streaming, I like to be out fishing, doing outdoor stuff. There's Hydra, 19 and 15, 17 and 11, 250 is our next speed constraint, so I don't think we'll make this 265er. Yes, Anthony, both smokers are in Atlanta. So my Woodwind Pro that I bought that new in Georgia, and that one is awesome. But my biggest concern, not concern, but gripe with the Camp Chef Woodwind Pro with the smoke box is there's no quote-unquote slide to grill function. So on my old my camp, what was it, I think I had just a regular Woodwind SG24 or whatever, not the Pro version. It was the older version. It has a function where you can slide to grill, where basically you can slide this plate out and you turn your smoker and you can almost make it not a gas grill, but you can get the plates really, really hot. And that, you can't do that on the new one. And I was kind of sad because when I do chicken thighs or do stuff where I want to get a nice hot crisp on the edges, I couldn't do it. It was more of a pure smoker. So I'm bringing my old one, or already brought my old one. That was one of the last things I loaded into that U-Haul that I drove the other day. Surely you've heard of Coach Lambeau Fields? Oh yeah, coach of the Comex, of course. Thanks for reminding me to start dinner. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner, man. I don't even have a freezer here now. So until that, I used to have that deep freezer, but I drove that out on my last drive too. So I literally have nothing to keep food cold. I'm going to have to pick up something on the way home and throw it in the microwave when I get there. Do I watch Kuka Foods? I sure do, Randy. I sure do watch Kuka Foods. Love that guy. All right, we're out of 18,000 per vAAL SOP. Wing lights are coming on. Outside air temp is 0, so we're in the icing range, but we're not really in anything yet, so we'll just let it come on down. Microsoft 98 was your first, Jeff L. That's the one with the, like, it's like an all black, like nighttime departure of a Learjet, right, on the runway, or something like that. That's the most iconic cover to me, because that was the first one that I really got into. I think that was 98, if that's what I'm thinking of. It's like a Learjet or something about to land at night. Got to go to Franklin Barbecue last year. Ooh, nice. Waiting in line and then gorging myself. There you go. Instant ramen for dinner. So, Steven, at this point, I could do ramen. I do have a pot. I could boil water. Maybe I'll do a ramen. Microsoft Flight Simulator, or Flight Simulator 3.1. Whew. Next to you. Nice. That's getting back there. That is getting back there. DoorDash, Chinese delivery. No DoorDash where I live out here, man. We're out in the sticks. No DoorDash out here, my friend. In North Texas currently, any good barbecue recommendations? Oh, you are? How far north, Andre? Depends on how far north you are, really. Honestly, if you want like legit good barbecue, go, if you see a small little barbecue shack on the side of the road with the big smoker out front, go there. It's probably delicious. There was one in Pampa, Texas. Just a shack with a big, it was like a propane tank converted to a smoker. And I tell you what, man, some of the best pulled pork sandwiches I ever had in my life. From, you talk about nowhere, Texas, Pampa, Texas. Don't even know if the place had a name. It was a shack. You couldn't even go in. It was drive-through where you could like drive up and sit outside. It was a little shack and a huge propane pit out front. Best pulled pork of my life. Salt Lick is aight. It's kind of pop. It's kind of commercialized. Same with what's the one up there or down there in Grapevine, or not Grapevine, Carrollton. Not Salt Lick. It's Salt Lick is down south. Gosh, Hard 8 barbecue. That one's a popular one. Hard 8 is good, but again, commercialized now. Oh, you're in Denison near the Oak border? Shoot, dude, you're not far from me. Andre, I don't know. I wouldn't have one off the top of my head out there for you, but like I said, if you see a little barbecue shack on the side of the road, swing in there. It'd probably be delicious. Barbecue is peasant food. The sketchier the building, the better it is. Yeah, you're not wrong, man. There was a guy in Sanger, Texas. I used to live in Sanger, Texas, too, kind of a little know-nothing town. And it was literally a smoker and a kind of like what would look like a 10-foot utility truck. And he would just park off the side of the road. And he would sell sandwiches. Also, phenomenal sandwiches. Not as good as the ones I had up there in Pampa, Texas, but also phenomenal. It's just one dude with a truck and a smoker. Pretty much cash only. A lot of people now take cars, or they have that what's the little card app thing, Square, whatever it is. You could pay with card or PayPal. But get a Whataburger while you're at it. Whataburger's alright, man. I mean, my Whataburger has changed ever since they sold the company, the Chicago-based headquarters or whatever it is. I'm looking at top rated. Oh, they're closed today. Hickory House Barbecue. If you can get a chance, Andre, I don't know where these are close to you. So there's a Randy's Bar BQ and a Hickory House Barbecue. I think they're both closed right now. But yeah, if you get a chance, you might want to check those out. Sheps in Palestine, get the Herc. Ooh, J-Dub. Nice. Yeah, Palestine, that's good. They got some good stuff out there. I like that lake. I love fishing Lake Palestine. Thoughts on Five Guys? It's okay. All right, 210 at 9 over Chavo. We'll go ahead and select speed 250. Oh, we're at like 230. Let's keep it up 250. We'll go ahead and select 250 knots, or actually 210 at Chavo. What am I thinking? Sorry, passengers. 210 knots at Chavo. We're down to 7,000. We're at a 10. We'll do that. We'll activate and confirm. And we're setting up for a left downwind. It is expensive. Five Guys is definitely expensive. Buc-ee's is pretty good brisket. Dude, Jeff L., I had one the other day. It's good. If you're going to do Buc-ee's, I prefer the sliced brisket sandwiches. Chopped is aight. The pulled is aight. But the sliced is pretty good. And I figure you can hide less stuff in the slice, you know? Just, you never know. But, yeah, sliced brisket from Buc-ee's, man, I'll eat it all day.
Traffic, Frontier 29, 36 taxi runway 25, right via
Chuckbox in Tempe, Liam, I have not. Hickory House, a few miles from you. All right, Andre, check it out. Give me a report back. You guys are making me so hungry. We cannot be doing barbecue brisket talk here. I'm about to have frickin' ramen for dinner. We cannot be doing this. Kako says, let's change the subject. Kako says, we're hearing a rumor since the 321 XLR is possibly going to be delayed past 2025 that they're working on a deal for 2 XLRs for a 330. Would be great for JB's Europe expansion. That would be, man. A couple of 330s. Thing is, I've been hearing that rumor since, I don't know, 2015. Since 2010, I've been hearing the rumor JetBlue's going to get 330s, man. But I don't disagree with you that it would be awesome and definitely help out the expansion project. I'm interested, what's the word on the street for merger probability? So from what I see and who I've talked to and what I can assume is, in my opinion, the merger is, or the acquisition really is a done deal. And the suit and all this is really just dog and pony show, political reasons. People are going to get paid off. And I think with 99% confidence that it's a done deal. And that's how most guys that I've talked to think. What's it like on your end? What are you guys thinking of? All right, we're down to 7,000. We're left downwind for Jaggle. There's no tower online. We're good to go. Mark, see, the DOJ, they're just doing DOJ things. It's not, I still firmly believe it's going through. I would be so incredibly shocked if it didn't. Nathan, have a good one, man. Get back to class. Thanks for stopping by. Have I eaten at those cafes and restaurants at Georgia airports? They have a great chip house at KRYY called Elevation Chop House. I have not, but I think I've heard of the Elevation Chop House, James. I think I've heard of that. That sounds very, very familiar. I'm going to have to check it out. Steven, you're killing me with the rack of ribs thing, man. I'm dying to do a rack of ribs on my new smoker. I'm dying to. That's probably going to be the first thing I cook when I get back after my long 15-hour drive. But I will be in my truck, so I'm hoping the next drive that I do that's in my truck, it's nice and quiet. I got cruise control.
Right,
I'm hoping I'll be able to get in the V1 after dark, or at least let's see, the pop. What am I trying to say here? The Discord voice.
To find up in the way 25 right.
So I'm really hoping I'll be able to do that when I'm in my truck. I just couldn't do it in the U-Haul, man. It was way too loud in there. Coco says, Dog and Pony Show, got to grease some palms. I'm all for it. Historically, they can't deny it. History has allowed every merger in the past 25. That's exactly where I'm at, Keko, and I think most guys that are in the industry think the same way. It's just, this is all just a Dog and Pony Show. All right, we're going to go ahead and select heading. We're going to fly 070, Phoenix traffic, American 884. We're at 7,000 feet, setting up for left downwind for ILS 26 into Sky Harbor, Phoenix traffic. We'll take it out just past Jago. Jago's at 4. Let's go ahead and descend now. Get out of these clouds as well. 4,000 is set. We'll shoot a line off of that as well. We'll go direct to Jaggle. Oops. Direct function, Jaggle 080. Insert, select heading. Dunsies. Down to 4,000. Revia feet next, minus 10 flaps 1. Yeah, the mythical podcast. Cali Simmer. No, not necessarily podcast. We'll just do we'll just hang out and talk. Maybe we'll talk. Maybe it'll be kind of like a podcast, but off the record because it can't be technically replayed, right? It won't be on YouTube, so maybe we'll have to get into some good stuff. But we'll see. Remember that beautiful day we departed from Phoenix? I know. Now look at it. The sim is awesome, man. With the weather, the diverse weather is just so cool. 6 for 4. Replay is ready. Yeah, the weather changing is just, that's one thing this sim has over the X-Plane that until X-Plane 12 can really dial down, or dial up rather, when X-Plane 12 can dial up an immersive weather environment, whether that's with mods or with not, even if it's with Active Sky, and I watched a Q8 pilot Active Sky video that seemed pretty good, but it's got to be changing. It's got to be legit. If X-Plane 12 can start doing that regularly, I think you're going to start seeing a little bit more, maybe some more content in that sim, from that sim, because right now that's the hardest thing to get past, is just stagnant weather. Even if it depicts a correct METAR, it's not as what's the word I'm looking for not like ever changing, but just constantly changing, dynamic. Loud and clear. Sky Harbor traffic, American 884. We're turning final just outside of Jaggle, 4 miles out of 4,000 for the ILS 26 Sky Harbor. Speed alt star. We'll go ahead and arm AP1, AP2. No ATC. Let's get the lights on. Glide slope blue Lodestar. Let's dial it back to 180 knots. On the road with V1 Secret Cast. I like that. I'm just tired. Every nor'easter shutting our operations down. Yeah. New bases are needed to keep us operating when the Northeast takes it down. Well, you're definitely going to get some, that's for sure. Speed bib. VFE next, minus 10 flaps 1. I think whatever they updated in Sim Update 12, they updated Phoenix. They had to have. Phoenix has never looked so good in this simulator. Recorder is ready to go, Swarm. We are ready to go. Turn it final. Look at that. Alright, outlook is captured. Cat 3 dual. Autopilot 1+2. Glide slope is alive. Manual brakes. We're doing full flaps. Miggs is donating $7 more and super chat. Thank you, sir. When is the next flight over in Europe or even up in Canada land? I'm itching for another world tour. Miggs, can't promise you Europe this week, but maybe we need to hit up old Canada. We might have to hit up some Canadian ops this week. I've been neglecting Canada. I don't know why. I have nothing against Canada. I just haven't flown there really. So maybe we have to hit that up this week, my friend. The next world tour, not going to be happening or kicking off until I get a new HQ set up at the new house. So I'll keep you posted, man. Thank you for the support. All right, recording is on. We'll keep it 180. Hey, let's just do our flaps 2. Where are we? Flaps 2, altitude 11. So 3,100 feet is when we need to manage it up. Fubar, I agree with you. Europe tour should be the triumphant return from the dark times. Yes. Stephen, they do some suspicious things. 3,100 feet, managed speed, gear down, speed brakes armed, exterior view. God bless America. This sim looks so good. Can you even heard the doors closing up? All right. VFNX -10 flaps 3. I have something against Canada. Too many layers in Edmonton. Yep. Got frozen out of my 170 back in Shuttle America. Hey, we have very similar routes, Cacao. Very similar. VFNX -10 full flaps. Let's do this. JFK to Heathrow. I've done that. I did a JFK to London City in the 319. That was a blast. Back when we had 7,000 subs. Made it back just in time for landing. Speed monitor. Welcome. This is leg 2 of your American operation. It's been an exhausting day of flying for you guys. I'm going to need a raise. How about we get those Delta rates, speed monitor? We need some Delta rates up in here at vAAL. Alright, autopilot's off. I'm going to leave the auto thrust on because I want to try to get another butter. I need to try to get my average landing rate down for vAAL. 10 knot direct crosswind. We are just chasing the crosswinds lately. Crosswind in Portland, crosswind in LA, crosswind in Phoenix. Weather radar, no, that's terrain. Sky Harbor traffic, American 884, we're a short final for 26, Sky Harbor.
$500.
Did they change the way gusts are? I feel like the Phoenix has been very receptive to like headwind changes.
Minimum.
You really get an increase of energy. A nice little crosswind here.
200.
Better pay attention here.
Skyro traffic, Brenton 2936, Quadrant, 25 right, Skyro.
100.
Light slope.
What? Check.
Light slope.
Right slope, check.
40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Spoilers? A reverse screen? I don't know what that was, but that felt pretty dang good too. That felt like another -5er. That felt pretty good. 70 knots. That one felt pretty juicy. A gates. Are A gates on the north side? See, look, my frames are much better.
Golf short final runway 26.
My frames are much better here in Sky Harbor than they were in LA. Something had to be going on with that. Sky Harbor traffic, American 884, we're clear. 26, taxi to the gates. Last call, Sky Harbor. There we go. Yes, for the I know you haven't been here, but yeah, we've been asked that question probably 274 times if the turbulence is set to realistic mode, and it is. And my honest opinion of it, I don't really notice much of a difference. It seems fine. I didn't think it seemed bad before.
Travel traffic, Metro 2936, airborne passing 1200.
It seemed decent, but the weather looks freaking awesome. I agree, Felix. Got a couple. Is that our speed bib? Speed bib. I guess I can see what Vamsis said. It says we touched down with a 116. A 116. So if my -5 in LA, if my -5 in LA was like a 160, then if this is showing a 116, that had to be like a -0. Nice touchdown there, speed bib. Like a true Brit, smash it on the 1,000-footers. And he's going to exit. He's going to exit right here. He could take the reverse high speed if he wanted to.
And where's the traffic turning?
My bad. I didn't mean to have my TCAS on if I gave you a little scare there, brother. I didn't upgrade FSUI PC. That is the one I need to do. Where are the A gates?
Sky Harbor traffic, speedbird 8 Golf, vacated runway 26.
Hold the phone. I gotta stop. Terminal 4. We gotta go to Alpha 14. I missed it. Alpha 14 is off of Charlie 9. Oh, it's up there. We're good to go. Whew. Next to the B gates. Do you think you guys see a TA pass before the end of the summer? Who, me? Or vAAL? I think vAAL sees one before the end of summer. Alright, let's see what this guy does here. Here comes old Moneybags, Alaska. Ooh. Oh, right behind the A pillar. That looked nice. He rolled that one out nice. Let's get GSX to park us at Alpha 14. All right. Alpha 14. Unprepared taxi. Yes. Unprepared indeed. I think Alpha 12, Alpha 13. So it's over here, right? It should be on the end here. Is it not right here? Ah, that stupid click and drag bug. That thing drives me nuts. Yeah, he had nice aerodynamic braking indeed. Kept the nose up nicely. All right, here's 14. Oh, there he is. He's hidden inside there. All right, dude. Keeps parking me short. We're gonna nail this one. No, I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm gonna go where the center line is, and then you're gonna grade me on that. I do not need to go right. I can promise you that. We're gonna hit this bridge. What was that? Okay, okay, I'm coming. Alright, this guy's whack. Brakes are set. I don't know what that was all about. APU is on. Number 2 is coming down. Seatbelt sign. Number 1. I don't know what that was all about. Marshaller's on crack down there. Must have gone. That wasn't a very good parking. Give me a break. Must have gone mad from the U-Haul driving. He's arguing with the computer marshaller. The dude was telling me to go right, and he stopped me. Did he not stop me? And look, we did not need to go any further right. And my taxi light is still on. He didn't even tell me to turn it off. You know. He can eat a bag of you know what's. All right, we're blocked in. Let's make sure we get our block in here. Arrival message. Yep, we are on time. Beautiful. And for this, yep, 116 on the landing rate according to this. Pretty sweet. I'll take that. We will file that PIREP. My job at vAAL is done for the day. We'll go ahead and close that off. We'll close that. Go outside. We got one more guy landing, it looks like. Here's that Sky Harbor. Y'all wanted to see Sky Harbor? You got a profile installed? Probably from just a lack of profile. Yeah, no, I don't have a profile installed, so that is probably exactly what the issue is, Speed Monitor. Thank you. I gotta get one. I'm sure is there one online? There's gotta be one online by now, right? Let's go over here to the 1,000 footers. We'll see this approach. Looks like Speedbird parked next to us as well. Oh, we need to do our GSX things. Request deboarding. Uh-oh. No, I don't want to see that. Sure. There's that Alaska. Why is this guy? That guy's way out there. He's so far out when I zoom in, I lose him. He looks really high, too. I'm tired, too, Callie Simmer. That guy's too far out. Godspeed, brother. What we're going to do is we're going to put this in replay mode, and we're going to get out of here, because I have some cabinets to sand and paint. So we're going to go ready mode. Actually, I'm going to put my start switches on. That's good. And we're going to activate this. We're going to go into replay mode. We're going to disconnect from VATSIM. Look at all vAALs in there, except Speedbed. We're going to go into disconnect that. And we're going to go like this, and like this, and then like this, and here we go. Flaps are coming in, parking brake is off. Fubar, we have a tenant coming in on the 1st, so I need to get it done. It's already signed for on the 1st, so I cannot be messing around. I just closed that. Let's enjoy this. Love flying in both streams today. Flight Dispatch, thank you so much, man. Appreciate you flying around. Always a pleasure having the Speedbed on stream with us as well. Awesome, man. Thank you for the support. Callie Simmer, I'm right there with you, man. Welcome to the non-rainy Phoenix. Hopefully you guys will stay dry. Go hike Camelback with Kako. Go to Firehouse Club where I met my wife. Well, actually, I don't even think Firehouse exists anymore. I think that's where I met my wife, right? Was it Firehouse? Firehouse is a sub shop, but it wasn't a sub shop. It was a club. Firehouse was a club in Old Town Scottsdale. That's where I met my wife. I don't think it's there anymore, though. Fubar says, I can't thank you enough for all the streams. We know how much you have going on, and really amazing that you make the time to do what you do. I appreciate you. You're truly the best. Fubar, too kind. Thank you, sir. I appreciate those kind words, man. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Thanks for being with me on the streams. All the support. You guys are awesome. Kaylee Simmers checking into the Biltmore. I like it. Biltmore and chill. Count me in. Just not with you. Biltmore and chill, Kelly Simmer. Migs, thank you, man. Appreciate it. We'll see you up in Canada land very soon. Very soon, Migs. Indeed. It rains in Phoenix. It does in 2023, man. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. But my goodness. I swear, Sim Update 12, they fixed Phoenix. Because Phoenix just looks freaking amazing. Look at this. Look at this golf course here. This is straight out of real life. Brought to you by the Sim. We have to watch the LA replay, but that might crash the Sim, but we'll try it. We'll see what this touchdown looks like. I'll load up the LAX replay, and that's what we'll end on. And then I'm getting out of here. 6:45. Goodness me, you guys have kept me at the office all day long. That was a golf course, yeah. Kyle, you're reinstalling the Sim. Awesome. Hopefully, I took part in some of that reasoning for you. Camelback in the background. Old stomping grounds, man. Spent a lot of time out here in Phoenix. Yeah, we'll load LAX up after this one here. Gary C, I agree, man. Thanks for the support there with the wings, man. 3 years. See the man, Gary C. Appreciate you. It fell out from under us, and then we saved it. It fell out, and then we saved it. Oh, I love that asymmetric deployment of the spoilers. That's really nice. That's Phoenix doing their Phoenix things. I really like that, because not all spoilers deploy at the same time. All right, let's watch the outside view touchdown. Yeah, Migs, the sun, like, look at the shadow, because the sun and the clouds is just perfect. You get sun on the mountains, but a shadow here. So nice. This is Tempe Town Lake. Did a lot of burning it down out there back in my day. Tempe Town Lake looks like they're still in a construction area. I think this is dry in real life. There's one of the bridges. Went to SF Giants Fantasy Camp there. Nice, Key 6. Helicopter Ops and Microsoft Flight Sim on VATSIM. I'm starting to get all kinds of weird accents. That means it's time for me to sign off. If you want a challenge, James, I'll have to try it out. I do love helicopter flying. Yeah, the bridge is chaos. That is a huge drawback from default Microsoft is bridges. You're absolutely right. They're trying. American Airlines hangar. All right, let's see this touchdown. We got a nice crosswind here. Straighten it out. Oh, goodness. That was almost perfect and right on the center line. I don't know how the LA one's going to be better than that. That one was pretty good. Let's watch this D-Crab again. I didn't mean to move the camera that fast. I have not flown the Yellowknife. I have not, Mix. D-Crab. I went for the right wing and I missed it. That's why it wasn't. I would rather have had that right wheel first. Maintain center line. Get the nose right on the lights there. That's pretty good. Not to toot my own horn, but that's pretty juicy. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into this mode, and now we're going to load the LA replay. So actually, let me resume. I got to put it on the ground. Hold on, we'll watch one more. I got to be on the ground. Then we'll stop replay and load LAX. Felipe, not ideally, but sometimes in the strong crosswind, I really, if the only thing that kept this landing from being perfect is I would have had that right main touchdown first, because we had a crosswind from the right. It actually blew me over a little bit to the left. I had to correct, and then you saw that left main touch first. That's where you get the 3 point, the bong bong bong. but it was soft enough and it wasn't side loaded. But in a perfect landing, it would have been right main first, then the left
40,
main,
30,
or both
20,
mains at the same
retard.
time.
5.
So right there, just a little extra wind. It caught me, but we rolled it on nicely. Center line was 10 for 10. Not bad. Kyle, take it easy, bud. Thanks, man. All right, what we'll do is we're going to stow that. We're going to stop replay. And now we're going to load a replay. Where's the LAX butter? We're going to load this replay. This is going to take a minute. Hopefully the sim doesn't crash. We might have just crashed it. It's a lot to load in. It's a lot to load in. You can do it. Oh, good. We're back in the rain. Kelly Simmer and Diggs, Mike P are all having PTSD. We're back in the rain. It's going to take a minute. Let's go ahead and pause. Resume. Hey. We're back in LA. Just like that. The windscreen's a little messed up, isn't it? Might be an interesting stream for next time. Seattle to Yellowknife. Thank you for the idea, Miggs. I will look into that, my fan. I will look into that, Miggs. Thanks for the support, dude. Take it easy. X-Plane 12 would have crashed, yeah. So you can see my frames. Oh, I mean, there's nothing to see out front. My frames here in LA are, it's better now. Gotta be something with the INI manager I could tweak. X-Plane 12 crashed on QA today. Ah, that's a bummer, man. He was in the MD-11, wasn't he? Probably have to catch that one on replay. I do love that MD-11. It's raining buckets right now. Well, this is real weather, Callie Simmer, so this is it. We'll get sail going. Thanks for making my drive to Houston entertaining. Awesome, Caleb. Drive safe, man. Yeah, you can see my frames tanking off. There's definitely something in my settings that's been changed. Oh, it even crashed during replay? Oh. See, that's just so disheartening. Replay used to be pretty stable in X-Plane. 11. Wow, yeah, look at my frames are really struggling. But it's pretty cool we could save the replay and watch it again. About to get a little wet there in Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, it's moving your way, man. That's pretty soft. I still think Fenix was softer, honestly. Wow. Look at the water on the windscreen. I'm going to replay, give you guys one more to look at if I didn't just crash it, which I might have. That's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you all for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed the multiple streams, the multiple legs. Thank you all for the support. Thank you for the support to the Queen family. Thank you to the support for me, for the members. I can't thank you all enough. Until next time, my friends, get those C's in chat. Stay safe, stay healthy. Cal, stay safe out there on the line, my friend. I'm V1. See ya!
500. $100, 50, 40, 30.